What it do, party people? Tech File here, getting ready to bring y'all another episode of the sports podcast you never knew you needed. But first, we gonna hear that theme music, and then we gonna get right on into it. Welcome to episode 207. Is it 71? That's what we on, 271 of Technical File, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, a.k.a. Ass Ketchum, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me. That felt great. How are you today?
I'm the RJ.
Only known as.
The RJ.
And I'm Camille, point guard of the crew, the real life Tifa Lockhart, the girl next door. You know, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
And it's your boy K Harris, the gentleman,
The gentleman.
the everyday gentleman,
24/7.
but better known as K Diddy.
Take that. All right, y'all. Sport fact of the week, what we got?
November 9th, 1996, Evander Holyfield upsets Mike Tyson in the 11th round in Las Vegas to regain the WBA heavyweight boxing title. He's the second boxer after Muhammad Ali to win the heavyweight title 3 times. So this is Holyfield Tyson 1, not Holyfield Tyson 2, which happened, I think, June of the following year.
It'll be on him.
So this ain't the ear bite.
This ain't the ear bite. This is the one that preceded it. But I felt like this is a way to talk about it. Like, you know, every once in a while, people are like, man, what's the sporting event that you wish Twitter was around for?
Man.
Can you imagine the night on Twitter?
The memes, that's all I would have
Elon Musk would have had to shut down the whole site.
I would have been there for all the
Whole thing, let's just close all of this, bro. Y'all done for the night. You know they don't know how to act on that damn website at all.
I don't think I realized he bit him twice. So
He
he
did?
bit him. He bit him in both ears. So he bit him.
What?
The first time
Motherfucker,
it didn't.
No. It was the other way around. It was first he bit him, and like that was when he bit off part of his ear and spit it out. And then
He bit him again.
then he bit him again. They were like, "Oh, you doing this shit on purpose." So then that was it.
Oh, okay.
Like the first one was a complete accident. Ain't no nigga never got bitten damn ear.
By boxing.
Whole ear
Y'all
missing.
niggas ain't wrestling, bro, and nothing like that. Tussle
Yeah,
like
that was an accident. Your mouth having to chomp down on his damn ear, got flesh and shit in the middle. That just happens regularly.
That
So we just gonna let the fight keep
That
rolling.
nigga was like, delicious.
I don't know why the word flesh always like.
Hey, ain't nobody never seen no shit like that, not never. And we gonna let the fight keep rolling.
To that point, that was the first fight in 50 years, first heavyweight title fight in 50 years to end on the DQ.
That's crazy. My nigga down there put the beer belt, flip the beer and shit.
Roll the table out. Shit.
If you're hungry, nigga, we can just take a time out. Shit.
Speaking of Tyson, did y'all see the video of him? I'm guessing he had Tony Hawk on his podcast.
Oh,
When he was trying to
He
skateboard.
trying to hop on that skateboard and just failed.
Hey, did he kind of say that cool? Because I think his girl or somebody in the back room said, don't say that, don't say that.
Why the fuck shouldn't that say nothing?
Like he luckily fell backwards into
Into
a
the chair, bro. Like, he would have felt nasty.
It could have been just like that hoverboard all over again.
Oh, that shit was
that was terrible.
I got my daughter a hoverboard for her birthday last
Ain't
week,
no
and
way
I
in
was
the
like
world.
trying to get on. I'm like, nope.
You was
Fuck no.
calling in to work, bro.
Hey, you would have been like, my keys.
Spinal.
My keys.
The back hurt. What part? Spinal, man.
Oh, shit.
Fucking around with
She
them hoverboards.
Just zooming around on it. I'm like, I can do that. Nah, I can't. do
Yeah.
that.
Kids cold with it, bro. They get on that motherfucker. They start parallel parking and shit.
They still ain't got that fear in them yet. They ain't falling enough.
They
Yet. They
doing-
don't.
SXX tricky and
As soon as you
shit.
get on it, you go.
Legs be wobbling.
Hell no. I value my life too much.
Facts.
I'm at the age now, nigga, getting hurt. Not at work is no. I can afford getting hurt at work. Goddammit.
Workers comp me. please.
Exactly.
Man, getting hurt.
Just
you
at
gonna
the
be,
crib talking about I'm just doing some shit, playing with my kids, got hurt. Hell no, bro.
You gonna be out for a
I
while.
can't afford that would be.
That recovery time take too long.
Exactly.
All right, y'all. like I've been saying every week to those of you who are listening on the audio version of the podcast, we appreciate y'all. Whatever platform that you on, make sure you drop 5-star review for us. We ain't had one of them in a long time. Drop some reviews. And as a reminder, if you want to be part of the show live, we are live every Tuesday around 6:30 p.m. Central Time on our YouTube page where we stream the show live. And you could watch that stream, be in the comments, and therefore be part of the show. So tune in on them Tuesdays live with us and join the show. Make sure you have your notification bells on and that you subscribe to the page so that you know exactly when we are live on the air, because we do run on CPT time.
Indeed.
So make sure you subscribe so that you know when we going live. And I hope y'all got out there and voted. Did y'all all vote today?
Absolutely.
I voted like a month ago.
Oh, yeah, you did. You said you wanted out of the group chat a long time ago because you already did your part.
Bro, why am I still getting like why am I still getting ads? But then also, why am I still getting like Mandela Barnes asked for $3 today? I'm like, yeah, like
it's over.
Right. Like,
You gonna text
won
him,
it out,
hey,
nigga.
no. Stop.
Ask me for no $3.
The Ray Nitty bow thing was hilarious.
Dog. Hey, it's
That's
Ray
been the
Nitty.
funniest one.
Did it say
And
bow?
parentheses, bow.
Like, just in case you didn't know.
Wow.
It's bow.
Wow. I run back that. I told Sam earlier, I'll run back that conversation in the club with him every
That shit hilarious.
single time. Hey, that was my jam. I'm glad I didn't keep making that type of music. Like,
Man,
not
listen.
now. Yeah, I'm hungry as hell. Go out and vote.
Shit.
Like,
Niggas at the
nasty.
poll and say bowing like, God
Jigging
damn.
this shit. Yeah, no.
Y'all had everybody. Boosie was up here. Everybody. I'm
Everybody,
like,
they got everybody out here trying to get
everybody
people
out
to
here,
vote,
boy.
man.
It's
I
kind
saw-
of wild that they show the district map when you go in there.
Mhm.
They done fuck some shit up.
I saw no, I'm not gonna get into that, but I did hear an ad and it made me laugh because it was like oh, are you tired of political ads? And I was like, yes. And the very next part they said, well, we're tired of Ron Johnson, go vote. And I was like, dang.
John Cena.
Now you see how we feel about Ron
Right.
Johnson.
I said, oh, that pretty much. I was like, oh.
Hey,
Oh.
man, Mandela Bonds, man. I wanted he should have. What's the nigga name? Mandela. What I say? Mandela.
You said
Mandela.
something.
Mandela. That nigga, bro.
You said something. Goddamn it, one Mandela.
He ain't get dirty enough for me, dog. Oh, thank you.
Oh, in the ad.
Yeah. He
He
wasn't
get
getting
dirty
dirty
enough.
enough.
Oh.
Yeah.
You wanted him to
Ron
go
Johnson was
low.
throwing them, bro.
That's,
he was.
That's how it's just across the board.
Man, Ron Johnson was on this man heels.
They don't throw him hard enough, and then them motherfuckers just be lying and still throwing shit on.
My next one was like, all right, motherfuckers. Enough is enough, nigga.
they got Ron Johnson got one of them ads where they actually showed a nigga coming out in Mandela. He's like, man, these niggas want to talk about
Property
what-
tax. That's my favorite one. That's my favorite one. Don't talk
That's
to me
the best
about
one.
property taxes. It's
It's
Juneteenth. Bro, that's just a black answer. That's a black ass
And
answer.
I guarantee you the next thing out his mouth was, these niggas want to talk about
Hey, these niggas, man.
Motherfucking Juneteenth. Don't talk to me. It's today? Today? Not today.
My man. That guy has my vote, goddammit.
Right. I was like, if I wasn't voting for him already, that was the moment.
That was the commercial I got you.
That was my shit.
Like that backfired on y'all because
Every black person related to that
Like,
ad.
it's fucking Juneteenth. Don't tax none of that shit.
Don't come to me talking to me about that right now. You out your mind. But yeah, I hope y'all went out there and voted.
yeah, he called him Mandela Bonds.
What I say? Mandela? Mandela. That nigga.
Goddamn name.
Y'all know shit.
That's what it was.
Y'all know his name,
You
goddammit.
better know Mandela. He was at like the first few ugly sweater parties
Yes,
up in
he
the
was.
building.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
he
he
was
was.
in there.
He was in the building.
He was in there. I know. He was in there.
I was like,
Politicking.
Exactly. In there.
Like, I hope him shit don't go down because it's a bad look.
at
Exactly.
Mr. J's. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Game that needs a name. If you are new here, the game that needs a name is a rapid fire game that we play every week to kind of break in the show. You know, we pick a topic. And sorry, I just saw Mandela Bonds again. We play this game. We pick a topic and then we try to name things related to said topic. We each get about 5 seconds, and the last person standing wins the game for the week. Ken, Tim, y'all do some homework.
I did not.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Barnes is a man of the
He
people.
is.
He is a man of the people.
He is.
All right. Did you
You got
know?
anything?
Yeah, I got some.
What you got?
No,
You
I got
some?
nothing.
Yeah, I got some. Everybody got some.
We
Except
put
for
ours
Ken.
We
in the
asked
group.
you too, yeah.
That's right, y'all do. Cities that listen to Tech File.
How am I supposed to know
Oh,
that
well,
at this
no, no,
point?
no.
We've
From
had
the
a
top
lot of
10.
cities. We've had a lot.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
the
don't
top
know.
10s. We've had a ton of them.
All I remember is
What was that in Texas?
Ashburn, Virginia. That's what.
Yeah, Ashburn, Virginia. What's going on?
Who was fucking with us? It was another
Ashburn,
one.
Virginia.
It was Ashburn.
That ain't gonna be no rapid fire game. That would take us some
Oh,
while.
we can do it
Yeah.
now. We can do a week or so from now. But that's my homework for the week.
All right, well, dang, we ain't doing that.
We haven't done a sports one in a while. So how about NBA coaches?
Current?
Active or
Current.
just okay?
God dang, I'm still gonna lose that.
Didn't y'all have a who he coach or
You said who?
We
Wait,
did have a who he coach.
What we doing?
NBA coaches.
We had an NBA coach.
I thought so.
I'm gonna be out. I got two.
Who he
Mark
coached
from
for was the NFL.
Rochester, Minnesota.
Rochester.
How far is Rochester from the Twin Cities?
We're about to find out.
Wait,
Yeah,
let's know.
we'll ask Mark, but
We are asking more. But
I was letting the people know, not you, the people that's listening, that ain't watching. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Let me politic.
Okay.
Okay, Mandela. What you call it?
Mandela.
Mandela bonds.
So we're doing coaches because nobody
I'm
else
fine.
throwing
I'm
in.
fine with that. Mine
That's
weren't
fine.
sport related, so I'm fine with that.
Cool with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
I had like sitcoms.
He said 90 minutes.
Oh, whew, okay.
So here's Chicago. All right, I'll kick it off. Mike Budenholzer.
Taylor Jenkins.
Darvin Ham.
Mike Brown.
Steve Kerr.
Y'all got it.
Tom Thibodeau.
Spoelstra.
Ty Lue.
Sorry.
What's that nigga name? Oh, fuck.
Joe Mazzulla.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Oh, yeah.
That's for the Celtics.
I was gonna say, who else would say?
Nobody.
Mark Daigneault.
Hell,
He wasn't finna say
I
that
definitely
shit.
wasn't gonna say.
Not
Who?
Ain't no way in hell.
Because I asked last year, he's like, Mark Daigneault, Mark Daigneault, Mark Daigneault.
Who?
You remember who we coached for?
Do I remember? Hell, I know. I do not.
Come on, man. It's the thing.
I do not. Oh, okay.
Shit, I still thought Billy Donovan was in that motherfucker.
Damn, you ain't looking ass.
He's in Chicago.
Oh, shit.
Oh, he sure is.
No, my mind was working way too slow for this game.
I
this week.
swear.
I was sitting here like,
Doc, that's what I was thinking of Doc and couldn't think of his name and shit, bro. I'm like, nigga, like catfish. Doc Rivers do like catfish, don't he? If you catch your fresh catfish,
I've caught a cat. Well, I didn't catch no
Doc
fish.
Rivers, motherfucker. Fresh out the pond,
Wow.
motherfucker.
So he's appropriately named is what you're saying.
Yes.
Mr. Rivers.
You look like a river monster, motherfucker.
The worst.
All right, man. Let's get into the topics of the week here. These titles have been disrespectful. The titles have been disrespectful so far for 271.
I'm dressed up as LeBron for Halloween. Nigga in the super hair.
He ain't got no hair.
Nigga, boy had his mom.
That's the point.
He gonna
I
have
said Mandela. I ain't say Mandela.
Bond.
Mandela.
What's going on, Bond?
I be the nigga with hair.
What's going on, Bond?
You get Mandela.
Hell yeah.
Hell no.
Hell yo.
Mandela Bumba
Sounds like a friend in me. God damn it.
Because it is election day here in the United States, we are going to run this here episode as if it was a holiday episode, meaning I will not be running point. We're going to go popcorn style, picking topics we want to discuss and hit everything that way. Tim, what are we starting with?
NFL, dog. We're just gonna get these picks out the way, dog. And kind of keep a little tradition going.
Shout out to C. Macbeth for winning the pick and pool this past week.
Hey, congratulations.
And shout out to Sierra for winning the fan duel. Although,
It was one short, bro.
shame on the fan duel. Folks didn't sign up. We were one short, so she didn't even get paid for winning.
Damn.
Damn, that sucked. It wasn't me.
She done found the formula too, though. So I guess we can.
You know what's really bad?
Damn.
Oh yeah, it was
This
me.
man said it
That's
was
what
me.
I said. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, damn.
But had you played, it would have
Hey,
been cash.
Hey, it was more niggas than just me that did join. Don't shame me.
But they not part of the show.
Right, leave my
I
example.
forgot, goddamn. Tim normally texts me like, "Hey, bro, you." Where to remind that,
Hey,
nigga?
his picks ain't get saved again either.
Oh,
so-
what?
And I done flip-flop each week. I done did 2 different
That's
ways.
funny, dog.
The shit just don't fuck.
All right, this week we go.
I am above 500 for the first time this season. So.
In the pick and pull.
68 and 66. I think.
There we go. There we go. All right. So if you are part of our pick and pull here, go ahead, pull up the app so you can make your week are we on week 10
Mm-hmm.
predictions.
Damn, what's the name come back next week?
Who?
No,
Watson, right?
Deshaun don't come back till
Deshaun?
week 13.
I thought
Because
It was
against
11
the
games.
Browns.
11 games. So and they had a bye. Okay.
It's against the Houston Texans, I believe.
Mhm.
It
December
is,
4th.
but I just remember 11. His suspension was 11. So I didn't remember.
That's gonna be
You know what
interesting
I'm
as fuck when
That's
he
gonna be
actually
nuts.
gets sealed. Just the circus around the whole bullshit.
I'm not looking forward to any more. There's been too many circuses in sports. I am not looking forward to any more at this point. Thursday night football. We got the Falcons and the Panthers.
That's gonna be trash.
Yeah,
I mean,
ain't
it's
watching
Thursday
that.
night football.
Yeah.
Actually,
It might be a good game.
No, I'm not. I'm going to see Black Panther. I'm not going to see the Panthers. I'm not watching the Panthers. I'm going to see Black Panther.
I
That's
got-
what I'm going to go.
I got the Falcons.
I'll go Falcons. Too.
Speaking of Black
I'm going
Panthers, I'm
Panthers.
going to Black quarterback.
I don't even know if he gonna.
I thought they already announced.
They probably did, but they yanked him and let Baker play last week. So I don't.
He was looking a little
I think he
shaky.
only had like 8 to 10 throws.
I think he had a very low passer rate, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he was pretty shaky, but
But they trying to tank, so he might play. Let's be honest here.
yeah.
He might play. Oh yeah, they named him. They already named PJ Walker the starter versus the
I thought I saw
Panthers. Baker is back to the bench.
Hmm.
So yeah, Falcons got that.
I'm over 500 too. I'm 24 and 21. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
24 and 21. That's a shame that that app be playing with you like
and then
that.
this one, I'm 41 and 35 still. I'm at 50%.
Don't understand it. Mark got the Falcons too. Okay, in the comments, tell us if you think you gonna win the game. Okay. We also got Seahawks and Buccaneers.
Oh, I'm going Buccaneers.
Black quarterback.
It's gonna be a shootout, and I'm going with Gino.
Okay.
Imagine saying that sentence before the season starts.
I know, right?
Gino Smith, like
Hope for Tom Brady.
right? They barely eked out that shit.
I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers.
He posted that win video, and then at the end it said like 16 to 13. I'm like, God damn.
It was literally like they had to pull that one out the ass.
Like, right. I hadn't watched the games. I was just like, oh, this is a funny
Yeah,
video, and then
at least they won.
yeah.
Boy,
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers here.
Yeah, I'm going Bucks too.
Vikings and Bills.
It'll be a good game.
Now I hope Josh Allen's elbow is all right for him to play
Yeah.
this weekend.
no word on that yet, still, huh?
They said tomorrow. So if you're listening to Wednesday is the day that we're supposed to get more information about his elbow.
I have to go back and change my pick. I'd already selected Buffalo. I forgot that he got hurt.
Mm-hmm. A UCL injury in his throwing arm.
Kushi indictment. Is that all it's- I think so.
I don't know.
It's UCL.
I'm almost sure.
Just like an ACL. I know it stands for something, but it's an ACL. That's all I know.
I'm gonna go Buffalo. It's hard to win on the road in Buffalo. But if Josh Allen does not end up playing in this game, I will be switching my picks to Minnesota.
So Minnesota's what, 7-1 now?
Yep.
Do y'all actually believe in them? Do you think they're a good team, or is it just
I still don't, but they win.
No, I don't think they're a great team, but I do think they're a good team. Like I said, on paper, I thought they were going to be a playoff team coming into the season.
Mhm.
They got talent, and they souped up their defense enough to the point now where they're able to do their job a little bit more efficiently. Yeah, I don't know.
Kirk Cousins is gonna cousin it up.
That's why, like, by the time the playoffs come around, I don't know how that's going to go, but for
That's
now,
the wild card, bro. That's why you can't really trust them.
Mark said he thinks Minnesota is like the 2019 Packers.
was that LaFleur's first year?
I think so.
Yeah, because McCarthy's fired in 18.
13 and 3.
We've been 13 and 3 every year except for this one.
Oh boy, we might not even hit 10. Them motherfuckers is trying to
Mike. That ship is sailed, my brother. But keep the faith.
Was anybody picking Minnesota though for this game?
I did actually.
If
No.
Josh Allen don't play, I would.
See, regardless of Josh Allen, you like is Minnesota.
Yeah, I roll with
Interesting.
Minnesota.
Okay.
I do like the fact that they picked up TJ Hopkins. I hated it, of course, because that's a rival. But for
Mhm.
them,
Yeah.
Mhm.
especially losing Irv Smith, but they needed a solid number
And
two.
Hawkinson's better than
Mhm.
Irv Smith.
Hawkinson's better than fucking Whiteout. Feeling right now.
Ooh. I mean,
Like Thielen right
Well,
now,
right now,
I would
yeah.
take Hawkinson over
Hawkinson
Thielen
got
right
hands
now.
though.
Hawkinson will get you 15
Yeah, that's what-
receptions,
he got
100.
stupid hands.
When he had that game, 15 for like 159 and a touchdown, some shit like that. Like Hawkinson is a premier tight end. Now you put him in a pass-happy offense that doesn't necessarily have like Thielen is okay this year.
Mhm.
He's had a game or two, but for the most part, he's okay. What's the name came across the damn goal line outside of like last week? He's finally
Julio.
scored on Sunday.
He's
Mhm.
Julio.
But Justin Jefferson is just racking up all year, so they can move the ball.
I
They'll kick
wonder if that's
hella
part
field
of
goals.
why Thielen just hasn't been getting like Jefferson's just becoming that target
He's
monster.
on my
for him.
fantasy going fucking nuts.
Thielen has still had
Like,
games where he had
every
double-digit
week.
targets.
No, I mean,
He
I just mean, I think, I wonder if we're at the point where Jefferson has just
oh yeah, he's,
continued. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
he's there.
where it's like Thielen, you were like before I see y'all on the same tier here, but at this point, like I gotta feed the new number one guy. I haven't watched that many Minnesota games to say that's accurate. I'm just kind of asking the question. I wish Dwayne was in the chat because I'm a Vikings fan here, but I'm just curious to know how Jefferson becoming who he is has affected the hierarchy of targets in Minnesota.
Plus he's 32, like in the NFL wide receiver body. So like he's slowly. Like,
Which I saw a clip going around where somebody like showed like a highlight reel of the kid from Seattle, Tyler Lockett, and
Mhm.
it's like he always goes down. It's like this is deplorable or something. Like
because
they
he
were-
always get
because
hurt.
because he always goes down to avoid getting hurt. And it's
Oh
like,
yeah,
right. It's like self-preservation. It's like there's a reason why a 30-year-old wide receiver is still in
Playing.
the NFL.
And he's a small receiver too.
Right,
Yeah.
5'10", 1 something. Like
and he's playing at the height of Russ's powers at one point. Like he had some like Lockett used to be that player where randomly at the end of the year you have like 500 yards, like kind of like Doug Baldwin.
Oh, there go Dwayne.
What up, Dwayne?
Hey, what it do,
she threw
brother?
up the Viking signal.
I
Hopped in.
threw the
right
Viking.
in.
I threw the Viking signal up, and you came in here. Listen, Dwayne, as a Vikings fan, what's happening with Adam Thielen? Is his targets just receding because Jefferson has been so cold, or is Thielen losing this? Like, what's happening with that offense there in Thielen? Mark said that Jefferson is the Hopkins Adams Cup tier now. Yeah, absolutely,
Especially with
absolutely.
Well, this year 2.
I think 3 for him.
For Jefferson,
It's
I
2
think
or 3.
Yeah, I think it's 3. Give me the line.
Anywho,
Next
I got
game.
Minnesota.
Okay, Lions and Bears.
Oh my, let's
I was
get
gonna
it.
say, speaking of going nuts in fantasy,
Oh yeah,
Justin Fields.
oh yeah.
How you feeling?
I have never been so happy with the loss because how they open up the offense and how they're catering to Justin Fields is exactly why the last regime is out now. Like because we tried to make him be something that he's truly not, instead of just forming the offense around him and forming the playbook around him and let him just cook and do him.
Like his strengths.
Yeah, 4 touchdowns, bro. 3 passing. Again, he didn't throw that. He ain't had that many passing. He had like 123.
He was rushing,
But he
That man was
almost ran for 200 yards, bro.
NFL record.
Like, I'm excited.
So
We have not had a fucking quarterback since Jim fucking McMahon.
no, you had Sexy Rexy.
Don't do Jay
And Jay Cutler.
Like that.
Y'all know I like Jay.
We did too.
That's the problem, goddammit. He played for too many teams. Nigga. Pick a team. My man said pick a team. Shit. But yeah, man.
picks the team. The problem.
Dwayne not here.
But
talking
no,
shit.
I'm excited, man.
Is he wrong though?
Fuck, man.
He's not wrong though. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like not talking when it's true. Like
Hey, he out
it's
here
a fact.
preaching. Preach, brother.
And Dwayne also mentioned the fact that KJ is taking his spot, which we did talk about before. Osborne has been going up the ranks, so it is a hierarchy thing where it's just targets are being readjusted. So Thielen's not top of the list no more. But this week, Bears and Lions. Chicago is at home.
Play quarterback.
So
We're gonna
After-
show y'all how to do it.
y'all last game, not this past one. Not this past game. The last game. So the very first game that he was actually moving, throwing. We talked about I think 2 weeks ago or last week or whatever.
Hey, it's cool. He can talk your shit.
Hey, I just let him. I'm just gonna keep on letting him roll. I ain't gonna say shit back because you know.
Ain't
they
nothing
working.
to say.
They
I mean,
working.
you know, the Lakers are like 2-7. So it's like,
But
So here we go.
I
Hey,
also-
what are you talking about?
Change the sport.
Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
the way
Second
he's
win,
playing
like,
now,
Y'all
Uh-huh.
know about that.
what he showed flashed in that first game,
Mhm.
and what he showed this last game is the player that I thought y'all was gonna get in the first place.
Mhm.
That's the reason why I
He
was
looked comfortable.
when y'all drafted him. I did not like the fact that his mobility is dangerous as shit. He
Mhm.
does still have a arm. He is accurate when he needs to be, but he ain't had the receivers.
He got an arm.
Mhm.
He has a hell of
He
an
got
arm.
super arm.
He
Yeah,
can bomb that mug.
And he can sit in the pocket if he needs to.
that's why
But-
Claypool is so crucial. So.
Being able to get him out of the pocket, being able to get him to be as mobile as he can, because he can run like a motherfucker.
Yeah, obviously.
Is the reason why it scared the shit out of me when y'all drafted him, because I'm like, this dude, if he turns into what I think he is, he's
Just let
gonna
him
be
cook.
he gonna terrorize the fuck out of us for years. He's slowly becoming that. It's
I'm
only
ready.
2 game sample, but if the coaching continues, like Dwayne said, they could be the second best team in the league. I mean, the division. If they'll
Shit.
continue to play the way that y'all have been playing, yes, it was an elbow to the Cowboys, I think, right?
No, we Dolphins.
Oh, yeah, that was a hell of a game.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a game.
Hmm.
But
Tua though.
hey, listen,
Tua because
they set him up too, though.
That man
Yeah.
ain't got no quit.
There's no reason for him to not succeed. in
Tua
Miami.
he be doing his
That's
stuff.
what we said coming to the season. They
Yeah.
gave him everything he needed
He
this
be
year.
doing his thing. He be throwing it.
But no, I'm actually happy for y'all to an extent. Like only
Mhm.
as happy as I can be for a Bear.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
y'all
I
got y'all.
appreciate it. Yeah, man, we're excited, man. We're just knock on wood and praying, the Black Jesus. And
I really hate the fact that y'all traded Roquan Smith to the Ravens though, because he really did. I kept hearing his name on Monday Night Football,
Dog.
like Roquan Smith.
what
Roquan
made me
Smith.
so mad is that I
God damn.
forgot that I was like, this nigga did. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Bowling Kamara the fuck up, dog.
This
I'm like,
ain't
come
Madden,
on,
bro. What's
bro.
going on, bro? I was like, oh,
In the
we gotta
backfield,
get
knocking down pass. I'm like, dog, what the fuck? dog? Breaking up shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
thank you, Chicago.
it.
Bear fans are already taking a lot
Hey.
on Justin Fields. I saw this earlier
Let's go.
from the diehard Chicago Bears fans page. They have a tombstone in Lambeau
Ah,
with the Packer logo at the top, and it says, "Here lies the Green Bay Packers having a better quarterback than the Chicago Bears, 1985 to 2000."
Hey,
hey,
let's get it.
if he continues to play that way,
Any
this is-
block.
the biggest thing is consistency. You
Let's
just
get
gotta
it.
remain consistent.
I mean, shit, he damn near throwing the ball better than him this year.
Hey,
I-
hey,
Ooh
Yeah.
wee, boy! I tell you, some of you Aaron Rodgers, Dick Riders get on my nerves. I tell you that.
Right.
And I love Aaron Rodgers as a quarterback, but y'all,
As a quarter.
That man was overthrowable for no. I know we gonna get to it.
I've been ready for this nigga to go.
But then get mad at them. Like, what are y'all doing? Nigga, you throw it to me.
Yo, he threw.
And then get mad. How the fuck you getting
Are we
mad?
there yet? Or
No, we ain't
No,
there
we
yet,
ain't
bro.
That was funny. I was rolling up that
because the Packers don't play till 3, so we got a couple more noon games to get through.
Hey, but yeah, again, I'm excited about
Let's
my
go to
Bears,
tease,
man.
ladies and gentlemen. Just get ready.
As you should.
Justin
be.
Fields.
I got Chicago
Yeah, I got you.
against Detroit.
They got a black quarterback. I got.
Hey.
I feel like that's gonna be another shootout though. They gonna be slinging that
I
motherfucker.
don't know.
Another
Maybe,
thing.
I don't know. Maybe Lions defense is cold. I don't know.
It is not.
It's not.
All right, another thing though, our offense has been looking. Even though we've been taking L's, our offense has been looking
Yeah,
really
looking
good
back-
for
I
the
mean, y'all
past 3
selling
weeks,
off
bro.
everybody on your defense.
Michelle said, "I'm so ready for y'all to get to it. It's coming. We're gonna talk about them. The bums,
The Bulls, yeah, no.
Broncos and Titans. Who y'all got?
I'm going Broncos.
I must say I got Denver too.
I have to go to a black quarterback.
High stepping ass Russ got a win in London, so maybe he'll stump his ass back this way. And,
Tennessee.
you know.
It's still funny that this man, dog, tried to convince us that he saw the video.
I saw the video.
I
of Russ
saw the
airplane.
I thought I did, bro. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
This man,
Leave me alone.
I seen it.
Big shit.
I saw the video.
Oh, wait till we get to LA. Don't even worry about it.
Hey, bro.
Don't get your ha-has and your
shit.
HAs in right now, bro. Your ja-ja's.
Jaguars and Chiefs.
Black quarterback.
Chiefs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good Lord. Where's the confidence?
Bro, this
16.
man threw 80 times. Bro, I'm like, what the fuck, bro? He literally threw what, 68 or
Hold
something
on,
like
Let
that?
me see the pull up. You talking Mahomes?
Yeah, man. My man's ain't gonna have no arm next game, bro. It's
He's
gonna be
still
fun.
young. He got it. He still got that.
He's still rejuvenate.
He still got that.
He's still regenerating this
This
shit.
is my meat arm. Y'all bullshit.
He still got that. He's still young. It ain't like asking Aaron Rodgers to throw.
Please don't.
Hey, that's gonna be the game he retired. I've had enough. Hey,
So you want to throw that motherfucker? Have at it then, Aaron. Damn, another pass
Y'all
play.
got
That's
me
what you wanted, motherfucker.
Y'all got me fucked up. I'm throwing 70 times and y'all ain't catching shit.
Hey, Matt
Fuck
Ryan
this
did it. He older than you. What you got to say?
Fuck this team.
Patrick Mahomes almost broke the NFL record of pass attempts in the game. Patrick Mahomes threw the ball 68
See,
times.
that's 68
Wow, shit.
times, bro. That's
Who they play?
that's
Tennessee.
nuts, bro.
And they almost
Because they were
lost.
down. So he had to throw to get them back into the game.
Because Derrick Henry was running all over this shit.
That's what he do.
That is nuts.
Then he almost had 200.
It's Derrick
Damn
Henry
near.
season.
I was
He's
gonna say,
rounding into form like it's time.
Yeah, but as
It's
the season goes down, the motherfuckers start turning up.
As the weather gets colder, he just
Back to back 200-yard run. Like, come on, bro. Where's the dude been all year? You want to hit me when I'm tired?
Okay, that's nuts.
Can y'all guess who does have the single game attempt record?
John Elway.
Brett Favre.
Nope.
I mean, my guess would have been Manning, but it
Or Drew.
too often.
Drew who?
Drew
Breeze.
Brees.
Drew Bledsoe
Ah.
threw the ball 70 times
Mm.
when he was the Patriots quarterback.
Oh, I was with the Chargers.
In the game where New England erased a 20-0 deficit against the Vikings.
Drew Bledsoe's. He was
Yeah.
that dude, bro.
Damn, that's a lot of throwing.
That's a lot of throws.
That's a lot of damn throwing.
Hey, that's why they get paid the big bucks.
Browns and Dolphins.
I got the
I
Dolphins.
can't pick either one of these teams.
Ah,
I'm going with the Dolphins here.
What Dolphins too?
So-
I think
I said Dolphins.
Oh, you said Dolphins already?
Deshaun Watson's more egregious, so I'm gonna have to go to the Dolphins.
Texans and Giants.
Giant.
Absolutely. No, don't do it.
You know, I love you. I was like, well, I keep losing.
G-Man.
Being loyal ain't getting me no wins. I'm done with that shit.
That's funny.
I'm guessing his Giants are all around here.
Mhm.
This is
Wow, this shit
I was
got
just gonna
flexed.
say, I don't
They
know
flexed the
about
fuck out this game. This was supposed to be the Sunday night game.
Oh, was it?
In what world
no.
was this gonna be a
It
good
was
game?
gonna be a Steelers versus.
I think
no,
they
next
played a
week.
week out.
Next
so
week.
whatever they play next week. We're gonna say in
What
what
team are you
world?
talking about right now?
It was the Steelers versus somebody next week that they flexed from the Sunday night game to a 4:30 game and put the. Who did they flex the prime time next week?
Why you look that up?
Hmm.
Saints and Steelers.
I was Saints.
Yuck.
I ask it
Yuck.
every week because is Jameis back?
I
Is
don't-
Jameis coming back?
At this point,
Wait, Andy in there, right?
Andy in there right
Yeah.
now.
Mark said Bengals.
Bengals and Steelers.
Mm. But if it is, wait, who are they? Saints and Steelers?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was.
Not the Steelers. So Saints by default.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
not
with the
good.
Saints.
That guy's not good, bro.
ugh,
Pick it.
Andy Dalton was so
He
bad
is not exactly. He is not good,
last
bro.
week. Winston is not early. Winston is healthy now,
Hey,
but apparently Dalton is still going to be starting.
He been throwing that motherfucker.
that's just because they trying to, they're trying to make sure he healthy.
I
They
don't
don't want
want
him to come back and catch
I don't
no,
want to pick either of these
catch no
teams.
back
to win.
spasms or nothing.
They starting early, ain't they? UWM just
I guess I'm gonna take the Saints.
Purdue.
He was Saints.
I guess so. No, I'm going Pittsburgh. I'm going Pittsburgh. They at home. Colts and Raiders. The Colts, who got a brand new head coach after they fired what's
So
his name?
random.
Frank Reich.
Frank Wright. They went and hired Jeff Saturday, who has no NFL coaching
I don't get that.
experience
Hey,
or
put some-
college
put some respect
coaching.
on his
Steve
name.
Nash?
He won one high school playoff game as a head coach. You know,
No, but I don't. It's all these people that's in the organization right now.
Mhm.
You're talking about you can get none of these coaches to
I think
just,
they have
be an
3
intern?
former NFL head coaches on the staff.
and none of them were
Nope.
qualified to be the
and this
interim
new
head coach.
offensive play caller is their 30-year-old assistant quarterback.
Could you imagine if you were one of the coaches on
Yeah,
that
it's like,
staff?
why the fuck am I here?
Like what? Like
Like seriously, like what the fuck are we doing here? Like what are
Like,
we doing?
I coached at this level. Like,
My man's been on ESPN, bro.
Jeff Saturday was one of the coldest sinners in NFL history.
Bro, Peyton Manning, bro.
did you hear what Irsay was saying? He was like, "Well, that's a good thing that he ain't got no experience because he ain't scared. He ain't got the fear on him like other NFL coaches. Like he's gonna go out here and coach." And I was like,
How?
Coach, what? Who?
How?
How?
Dude,
Who has he coached?
Irsay was knee deep in the booger sugar that morning. And just like, you know what?
Let's get just.
Fuck it.
I don't know. What
He's a legend here.
That man got
But how you pull-
pounds of
how you pull that out
Oxycontin
his
in
ass
his
out of
car.
nowhere?
That man
No,
was
but
like,
This man
"Ah."
went from.
He was
That's
already in
nuts,
the coaching staff,
I know he like in a.
and he's in a Hall of Fame. and he's
an
something
advisor
else.
or
He's
something
a,
like
he's
that,
a
right?
friend of Jim Irsay. That's all you got. Like,
and the team consultant.
So that's me out of the team. Tim don't have no experience. I'm like, yo, my guy Tim,
Yep.
yo, come on the field, bro.
Pretty much.
Let me run the offense
Make
too.
it happen.
I'm calling all the plays.
Bet. Make it happen.
I don't understand.
I don't feel like going to look it up, but like the
Just tank this time.
Commanders came out with some little sassy ass response because they going back and forth because Irsay was trying to force Snyder to sell. He's like, I don't remember what the statement was, but it was something along the lines of, like, we just believe that everybody should have, like, equal opportunity to coach if they're qualified or some shit like that.
And they was being a little sassy. Because I mean, just the report, like, well, what do you think about what happened with Jim Irsay and the things they got going over there with the Colts? We're like, yeah, bro, like they gonna be out here.
Just think about being like live on ESPN and that happens, and like, or we're like, wait, who? Jeff said, what the fuck?
Jeff was just here.
He sit down on you. He around the corner. What you mean he didn't finna be here?
Hey, any of y'all been to a game that he coached? No. Do we know that he coached? No.
Have we even seen him play Madden?
We seen him on the field. He was in Madden.
It's funny, like I was just reading stories about how other people in the league were responding to that, and everybody's just been like, "That's great!" Like
That's some wild
Like,
shit.
they don't know what to say.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
like,
that's-
what?
I don't.
Unheard of.
And again, like now, like the Prince Pollard Alliance has the issue with it because again, like this, they
Mm.
literally went and got a white man off the street over qualified minority candidates.
He
Like,
literally would go somebody off the street.
Literally,
For real.
like man has no. So to your one, first of all, the commander said we would never judge an owner without having all the facts, which is what they claim Irsay did to them. We stand for people of merit and experience and promote policies that provide
Oh,
equal
shut
opportunity
up.
for all.
Nah,
So again, sassy. But then, like to your point about the new offensive play caller, and the Colts interim coach Jeff Saturday is expected to have 30-year-old pass game specialist / assistant quarterbacks coach
assistant quarterback coach.
Frazier serve as the offensive play caller starting Sunday.
who's their
Because they
quarterback?
literally have nobody on their staff that has ever called plays in the NFL. before.
Nope, never been an offensive coordinator.
I don't
Never
know
been
where this is from.
I mean, he's don't get me wrong, he is part of their pass coordinator. These are their
Pass game specialist.
pass game special. There we go. He dictates what goes on the play call sheet for the pass plays. Sure.
I don't know why y'all would choose him to do it. When y'all saw what
Because
y'all done.
there's no point. I'm like, bro, y'all
Hey,
had
in
Matt
practice,
Ryan.
he's doing some wonders.
No, goddamn, because Matt Ryan out here throwing 60 damn times in a game.
Matt
ain't
Ryan
doing
was
shit.
throwing. He was throwing.
He was caught. He put them damn plays on that
You know
sheet.
what? Hashtag free Jonathan Taylor. Oh, yeah.
At this point,
He hurt.
Free him.
He looking like all the other
Free
Wisconsin
my nigga
backs.
until he free.
you call it monkey ball.
Bro, no, he's been better than all of them. Except for him and Melvin now is close to the
You
same.
said he was looking like I'm just
I
throwing
said
out.
he's starting to look like all the other ones. Most of the
Who?
Wisconsin
What's
backs
name?
when they get in.
That's
Book,
why I asked.
Booker
That's
Stanley.
what I asked. You called him monkey
Oh.
ball.
No, Monty Ball never really got off the
Not
ground.
Booker. Well, I don't know
Ron
if y'all
Dun-
remember about
Booker
Booker Stanley.
Stanley.
That man
He was a wild boy.
wildest.
Yeah.
Like, I remember it was I still remember he was wearing like a Houston Oilers throwback jersey with blood stains, like getting carried out of like a what was it, Mifflin Street. Damn, that man
He
was
was a wild boy, bro.
wild.
What was he playing?
He was in high school, like he was like a senior when we were
Yeah,
like,
when we was a
right?
freshman, yeah.
Like, he was cold at Oak Creek. I think.
We're Whitefish Bay.
I'm gonna say because
Yeah,
I
y'all keep
remember
saying the
Booker
name.
White.
The name
Okay,
sounds
I don't
familiar.
know.
Whitefish Bay.
The name sounds bad.
But Booker was cold. He was
That
a
makes
wild
sense.
He
boy.
was cold, but he was
So he was a senior
Fine,
in high school when y'all was a freshman. in high
Freshman,
school.
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so I was.
I remember seeing him
early
at Parkinson's
2000s. He was at Wisconsin.
I got you.
I mean, the person that changed the narrative on Wisconsin backs at first was Melvin Gordon. I feel like
Wait, hold on. We got to backtrack because like you keep saying he's like all the other. What's your?
he's becoming like the other ones. The
like,
other ones
what is
were
your
they
idea
were
of,
productive at first, the first couple
Oh,
years,
then
and
they
then they
fall
got
off.
hurt, and they stayed hurt, and then they never became productive.
I mean,
Ron
that's
Dane
most-
probably was.
The only
running back
one that
really.
really didn't that fall off like that was James White. I liked Michael Bennett for a while. I love Michael
But-
Bennett as running back.
So,
for a
I
while,
guess my
actually.
point is like that's pretty much you can go to any school and be like because that's what happens to running backs like they're cold then they get hurt
Yeah,
and then they can't
I'm not
stay
talking about
healthy.
everybody else.
But it's
I'm not talking about everybody else.
What I'm
What
saying
is-
is that it's not specific to Wisconsin.
I hear you, but I'm not talking about nobody else. I'm talking about Wisconsin.
Okay.
I can only go for what I'm talking about with them. I understand you would say, generally speaking, running backs all have a short shelf life, this, that, and the third. Sure, but you got a bunch of Alabama backs or Georgia backs or Florida backs that come out that be productive at least 4. At least get at your rookie contract. You have a lot of them.
Mm.
Wisconsin backs come in with 15,000 yards in Wisconsin.
My
Dope
perception
winners. All of that shit.
My perception of Wisconsin running backs is far different than what you just said.
Heisman Trophy winners.
No, they were cold in college and they get to the league and they just don't pan out. I didn't even think it was injury. I just thought like they just
because we've had a
don't make it
couple.
to the next
A
level.
lot of them are second round picks. Like except for James White. James White still, well, he just retired, but James White was consistent because he didn't have to be the everyday back. Right. Monty Ball fell off. He didn't really get
He never got
started.
started.
He never got off the
He was
ground.
an alcoholic.
Rondane. And then you have what was the old boy name? He went to Racine Park with the military. He went to the military. John Clay. Never really happened. Never really got off the ground.
That's
John Clay.
no,
for sure,
that's
for
how
sure.
I view Wisconsin running backs.
Well,
They just don't
Wisconsin
get off the ground.
It's a
It's a
farm.
running-
No, it's a farm system for
Running backs
offensive
and
line.
offensive
It's for
linemen.
offensive linemen, bro. Like
It's
they
not
get
for the running
fresh
back.
off the farm, off of cow udder.
I've always
Yeah.
thought that if you were a top back, why not go to a school like Wisconsin?
Because you don't
They
get
get
the
all
show.
I understand the rest of it.
Okay.
That's why I usually left it at that. But on the field product, if you want to run behind
Every
their
year,
line in
they offensive
college,
line. gets
Wisconsin is probably one of the best places you can
Yeah,
be.
bro.
All right, let's move on now. We're not talking
Possums.
about college football no more.
It's Possums now.
Colts and Raiders, who y'all got?
I'm going Raiders.
Raiders. Oh damn. No, that's true.
Hey, shout out to Devontae Adams, man.
Jeff Saturday and
Yo.
Parks, whatever the fuck his name is. That's all I got.
What Sam Ellinger?
Yeah, I'm going Raiders.
Don't overthink it.
Yeah.
They
Oh, I ain't not gonna. No, I was looking at the next one.
Oh yeah, Cowboys and Packers.
I didn't know it was the
Lambeau.
Cowboys. I was
Mike
like,
McCarthy makes his Lambeau return.
oh.
The
If Mike McCarthy
6-2 Cowboys up
Mhm.
against the. Let me make sure I'm reading this
3 and
correctly. 3-6 Green Bay Packers. The Packers who have not won a game since
the Brewers have won a game
More
more
recently.
recently than the Packers,
think about that, people.
And the World Series is over now.
and the Brewers didn't make the playoffs.
Think about that, people. The Brewers did not make the
Uh,
playoffs, and they won a game more recently than the
That's
Green Bay
right.
Packers have.
Yes.
They ain't won a game in October, I don't think. I think based off of that, because I think the Brewers stopped playing like October 4th.
We were
But
3-1. We have not won.
like
I will say, if Mike McCarthy is the final nail in the Aaron Rodgers coffin, that'll just be poetic justice.
I've been so ready for his ass to get off the damn field.
Oh, wait. Hurry up. Camille, I'm gonna ask you this every week since like week 2. Are you ready to have a conversation about Aaron Rodgers? Just curious.
Yeah, it's getting close to that time. It's getting close to that time. It's getting close to that time. Which again is why I said, like, I love Aaron Rodgers as a quarterback. I think that I'm pretty fair when it comes to Aaron Rodgers. I had to have a little Twitter debate with a friend who is probably president of the Aaron Rodgers fanboy club,
2 hands.
God dang.
Yeah.
where Aaron Rodgers can do no wrong. And he's sitting there like, well, I mean, receivers is better. No. Aaron Rodgers is throwing at feet. He is throwing behind people.
Nah.
He is throwing past people.
Motherfuckers that scoop it up the dirt.
What pisses me off the most about this Green Bay Packer team in that game on Sunday against the Lions,
Mhm.
Packers got decimated by injury. They lost 8 dudes during that game. And
Got
you
the
would
point
think
about
that losing 8 players during the game, you ain't gonna be able to win, especially when you lose your star defensive piece and Rashawn Gary. You lost Eric Stokes, you lost Romeo Dobbs, you lost Christian Watson, you lost Aaron Jones. Like,
John Ryan.
it was just injury after injury. The offensive line didn't falter though. The defense still held Detroit to 15 points, but the offense could only put up 9 points, and really 6, because 3 was from Mason Crosby. But
9 should have been from goddamn Mason Crosby at least.
I just don't like. Aaron Rodgers threw 3 interceptions. He threw 2 of them in the red zone.
2.
Including one that he threw directly off of the helmet of a pass rusher, and then had the audacity to be pissed off
He
on
was
the sideline. Like, what the
He
fuck?
was mad as hell
So,
off that
To
shit.
use his words, then he gifted the rookie number 2. That's what he said. That's what
Yeah, 'cause he
Hutchinson
threw it
said.
to him.
He said he came up to him. He was like, "What did Rodgers say?" He was like, "That he gifted me one." Shut the fuck up, goddamn! I'm so sick of his shit. Get his ass off the field. If we lose on Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
get his ass
Yeah, can you imagine like the anger level in Tim if the Packers lose to the Cowboys?
Boy, here's what I think they would do though.
Like all the
I'm not gonna.
Hey, he gonna be Michael Irvin in this bitch this week. He ain't gonna know how to contain this. So
He gonna be sweating. He gonna,
whatever
Now he's coming out with swing.
whatever Cowboys fans like piss him off just in regular life, like every day, like the stuff he gonna have to hear from those fans
Man,
at that time.
I got a Giants fan at work.
Oh,
Bro, I'm
man.
gonna come in. I'm just
Got a Bears fan on the pod.
Oh yeah.
Got a Vikings fan.
Don't let
This
us
my guy.
win. Y'all lose. Boy, goddamn.
It's
Like-
a funeral Sunday.
what y'all wearing to the feud?
That's funny.
Here's what I think they would do though.
Mm.
I think that we gonna show up on Sunday, kind of like the same thing I said with Buffalo, kind of like the same thing. I've been saying it. This team plays up and down to whoever the fuck they are playing for the most
I don't
part.
think that's accurate this season. They just been playing down. Them niggas is bad.
They gave Buffalo a run for their money. Enough. That was the best game they played. Then they played like shit on Sunday to play with the damn Lions, who had the worst
But
defense
here's
in
the
the
thing.
league.
Here's the thing with Buffalo. The only reason they were able to keep up with Buffalo is because Buffalo played down in the second half, not the Packers elevating. The Packers,
It was the best game we played all year.
but it wasn't because
Buffalo
they
did.
played.
We
up.
had to elevate our
Buffalo-
They
game.
let off the gas, bro.
Buffalo's let off the gas
They
the
did let
whole
off the
second
gas,
half.
bro.
I hear you.
So
But we also seen them put up 50 on niggas.
again, because they let off the gas. Like all I'm saying is the Packers at this season do not play up or down. They are just bad.
Also, keep in mind, like half their defense is now out. So
Yeah. We started losing them up. We still had the game.
They should have won that game against
should've
Detroit,
won
regardless
that
of the injuries.
We
D
should have
was too
won the
much
game.
for him.
but
There's
should've
no
won a
reason
game
why.
against Detroit. Like
9 points.
Why are we
Yeah.
at the goal line in the red zone 4 times? 3 times don't come out with shit.
because their quarterback has bullied the whole franchise and doing whatever he wants.
Yelling at who you yelling at on the sideline? Who? What
He
do
did-
you got to say to
he
anybody?
did say it at some point. I forget which pass it was. But he was yelling at himself.
Oh, he was at himself in,
Yeah.
in the middle of the field looking like a crazy man.
I was happy to see some passion. I'm like, okay, do
Like
it
his
then.
passion. He been having passion when he cussing everybody else out.
No, but I mean for him, where it's like you know it was your fault. Even after the game, like I was like, I just hope he like can take
Just say it.
accountability. And
Just
he,
say
and he said it like,
He
yo,
did.
like
He did.
He was like, "It ain't me. I don't know what to tell you."
no, he said
I don't
after this
know.
one, he was like, no, I had some bad throws. Like I was
Which-
bad.
And which, like, the opposite of what you said is true for me. Like, I have no love for Aaron Rodgers. Like, I definitely don't give him grace anymore. Like, he's lost that with
He don't
me.
get no
But
praise.
like me coming out week 2, that wasn't me hating on him. Like, that was me literally seeing like, okay, he's not accurate. He's not making the passes that I've known him to make. Like, it wasn't even like me being on my hater shit. Like, I was genuinely asking because I'm like, he don't look right. And it didn't seem like it was just like timing stuff. It did like, it's like even when he had a wide open throw, like the completions that he does make, it's always reaching behind, having a lunge, like
Samari
going up
Toure.
high, catching
That
it
man
at
had
your
to
feet.
fall into
My
a
man's at a
catch.
360 falling down. Goddamn, where was this ball going?
And it's just like he was missing on stuff that he never missed on before. So it wasn't about like environmental stuff. It was literally like I'm looking at him and he's not doing what he needs to do.
That's exactly how I felt on.
And I needed a larger sample size
Mhm.
because it's so many different moving pieces. And as somebody who's just watching the game, you can't, like we said it before on the podcast, you can't tell if the play was supposed to run this way or that. Like you just don't know the intricacies of it. So it was like I need to see, like, he's built up too much goodwill for me to be like, okay, 2 weeks into the season, you're done, buddy. That's it. Like I'm never gonna do that. Like 2 weeks is too soon. But at this point, we're about halfway through at this point, and the body of work is what the body of work is at this point. So listen, all I know is I saw a clip
But
with who's our linebacker we just re-signed,
Devondre.
Devondre Campbell.
saying that Jordan Love is a starting quarterback and that he's better than a lot of starting quarterbacks in this league.
who's your love?
Including the one we got on
He
this
said-
team right now.
He did not say that last part,
I was like, "Goddamn!"
That's the subtext.
Right.
but he said like, no, Jordan Love is cold.
Mhm.
Somebody should have told Devontae Adams.
When can we see it?
I like so.
Like, what? I
Right
wanna see it.
now, again, you can't put
Don't
much
tease
stock
me.
into the preseason,
Mhm.
but just the way he's grown in the offense that he has, it showed
Yeah, he been around.
drastically this past preseason. Like I felt like he's finally shown control,
Jordan Love
command.
you're talking
Yeah,
about, yeah.
Jordan Love. Like he actually showed like he was comfortable. He was in control. He was just slinging. That's why I was like Roger sitting there complaining about the receivers. I'm like, well, shit. Let Jordan go out there and throw these motherfuckers. Then like he the one that had to work with these motherfuckers all off season because you want to take a break.
So, do you think it's more of a mental thing for Aaron, or is it more?
He old as shit,
or is it
bro.
physical
Get him off
thing?
the field.
Nah, I
Because
think
it's physically like his
Thumb's
body. He
still
just
fucked
can't
up.
do it. Okay.
I think it's a mix of different things. One, we know when Father Time comes, it comes quick. So I'm still watching because it's like we watched the season where it's like, dang, Peyton Manning, now here it goes. And the next year he didn't have an arm no more. We watched it with Drew Brees.
Yeah.
But honestly, we're seeing it with Tom Brady a bit. We saw it with Brett Favre during his last season in Minnesota, where it was like, I don't know what, like that dude just.
Pretty much all those dudes went like they had an MVP season or MVP caliber season, came back the next year and it was just gone.
Yeah, and I'm again.
I gave it all I had.
That could be Aaron right now. We will see how the rest of the season plays out. But when you mix that into the fact that receivers are running wrong routes at times, so that's going to mess up his timing. So he's going to miss some of those throws. And then it's like when they actually are running the routes they're supposed to run and they are where they're supposed to be, he's missing.
Flat out. Like at the toes, bro.
And at this point, you can't have that because if you look at what Aaron Rodgers has been for the Packers, he has been the piece that can always keep them afloat no matter what else was going wrong. Special teams was trash. He still was able to drag them
90 yards.
17 and 3.
You know what I mean? Defense trash. Aaron Rodgers, okay, I'm going to go shoot it out then. I can do that.
NFC Championship game.
At this point in his career, I don't think it doesn't seem as he can no longer be that guy where he's like, I can single-handedly carry us here. So some might argue, well, then that means you should have better receivers. Well, that means you should have better this and that. Okay, that's fair then. If that's what you want to argue, that's fair. But you cannot ignore the fact that he is missing. Like they should have still won
that game.
Like I would say maybe if Aaron was more accurate,
maybe 3.
I would say they might have won like 3 more games during this 5 game.
We could have beat the Jets, we could have beat the Giants, and we could have won this game.
So regardless of such, even if you feel as if he needs better weapons, if he was just better, they would have a winning record, most likely.
This would be the best game for him to redeem himself.
It would.
It would against the Cowboys. No, I'm saying against the Cowboys.
This one? Yeah.
This would be the best
he got a
game.
thing against the Cowboys just as much as I do
think Bach
too.
is cooked. I think Bach is cooked too.
That shit. So is Jenkins. This motherfucker can't not get a damn penalty. Like shit.
I saw that was interesting that y'all like the Packers last year was like one of the
least penalized teams in the league.
And over the last like 5 games, or 6.
Bro, it's like every big play we shoot ourselves in the foot. Aaron Jones,
that's huge.
45 yards. Call it back. Pick 6. Call it back.
I was gonna go down the rabbit hole of Aaron Jones versus AJ Dillon. It's like it's very clear, like they run behind the same line. It's very clear which one is the more talented back at this point.
We know it's Aaron. We know Aaron Jones is the most gifted offensive weapon that the Packers have, period.
By far.
Like
how many carries he get?
2.
Before he got hurt, not that many.
He was splitting them, and then they weren't giving him that many in the first place.
Do our philosophy, run the ball.
I wish they would.
It takes
they get bullied by a quarterback.
Because then that'll open up play action for Aaron.
Because you don't want to be a play action quarterback. No, you don't want to be that.
He don't want to be, period. He got too much pride for that. It feels
like they never line up under center.
And he said part of it was because of the thumb. It's easier.
Well, then your ass shouldn't be out there.
No, I'm saying they said part of it is why like he's been taking more from shotgun, but it's like. But my point too is like in the goal line. Like, why are we in shotgun and go? Like, just run the ball. Like,
you can't put Dylan at fullback.
I did just notice that.
Like,
you can't put the tight. You can't put Mercedes Lewis at fullback.
Denver did that with Peyton too. There's a lot of
Rodgers does still want to play hero ball.
That's all he wanted to do.
So there was a couple of tweets I saw, and I wanted to make sure I read them on the show because, again, when looking at the Packers, every week we come in here and we've been like, it's this problem, it's this problem, it's this problem. It's a collection of bad things happening in Green Bay right now. And when you look at why the bad things are happening in Green Bay, Aaron Nagler tweeted.
I know this is about to be spicy.
During Monday Night Football when the Saints were playing. He said, the Saints look like you're supposed to after you continuously kick the cap can down the street, desperately trying to get your aging superstar quarterback back to the Super Bowl. The problem in Green Bay is that they look like that now while they still have the aging superstar quarterback. And that's part of the problem. The problem with Aaron Rodgers' cap hit isn't like the new money that he's about to get. It's the money that he got in 2019, 2020, and 2021 that the Packers kept restructuring and pushing down into the future, which is again why people who are saying, oh, just cut him next year. Oh, just trade him next year. I hope he retires. They still got to pay him. The cap hit is still on the books. The Packers get no relief from Aaron Rodgers leaving. So
Should have traded his ass
Which-
to South
You
Philly.
said show me the money.
Which also goes back to like I don't have a problem with them picking Jordan Love. Like I have a problem with them picking Jordan Love and then still planning to have Aaron Rodgers for the duration. Like if you're drafting that quarterback, like you have 4 years that he's on his rookie deal, 5 if you pick up his option. Like that needs to be your exit strategy. But like picking him and still planning to go forward with Aaron Rodgers or at least being open to the possibility, it's like
I do wonder if part
it is
of,
a waste to pick at that point.
I mean, yeah. I wonder if they did it though, because the year when they picked him, he came off the bad year. And we
Mhm.
were like, oh, he about to come back and be an MVP.
Mhm.
And then he was MVP. Like, I don't think they expected his level of play to go back up. I think they were like, oh, we're getting towards the end. It's declining. But then Spike fueled him
Because the pettiness is real.
a couple more seasons. And then on top of that, too, even if you look at the plays that Matt LaFleur was calling then and what he's calling now, like, I've heard a couple people say this. I'm like, this is very true. The offense looks more like a Mike McCarthy offense right now than it does a Matt LaFleur offense. Everybody spread out. Like, we just gonna keep. Which side of the field is open? Which side of the field is open?
We running the West Coast joint, bro.
Like, no, what happened to all the innovative schemes and the routes that you had?
They got bullied by a quarterback. Is what it comes
He
back to.
came in
Aaron
with
Rodgers
the jet
said, keep it
sweeps,
simple.
the run pass
it simple.
options, all
I
of
got
that
this.
shit. He like, hey, don't add too much to that playbook. What's wrong with you?
We put no pizzazz on this.
Which
shit.
one, Shells? Hey, you gotta be more
There
specific
has
when you
been
say
several.
San Francisco debacle. Like,
Probably the most recent one. Because San Francisco always is.
They bopped us last year.
Well, y'all been getting cooked. Well,
San Francisco
debacle
been
by
cooking
them since Kaepernick.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Like, yeah.
Damn near Jeff Garcia.
All right. Don't do all that.
I mean, Steve Young did.
Mark said that Aaron Rodgers is a problem, not the problem. He's part of the problem. And again, I want people to be very clear. I'm not saying it's all Aaron Rodgers' fault. I'm just saying he plays a part in it, and that there are
That's
people
cool.
who think that Aaron Rodgers is
It's the
still,
victim here.
yeah, like he's not. He's
He's
not.
not.
He's part of the problem as well with the wide receivers, with the coaching staff.
Oh yeah.
Let me
Collective
reiterate
error.
something that I said a while ago. If this the shit we're gonna see out of this,
Yeah.
you might as well throw Jordan in the game.
But again, you stuck with Rodgers for 2 years, so it was like
Let him watch.
just be the highest paid backup for him. Fill his
Hey,
He can hold the punts
He
and the
like-
kicks. He can hold the field goal. That's what they do. The backup quarterback
You know
hold the damn
damn
kick.
well he ain't finna
He gonna be
out
the
there
highest
doing that
paid
shit.
place kicker in the damn league, bro.
He could be on the bench eating popcorn, nigga.
But I will,
Not even no headset on.
I will say the put Jordan Love in the game crowd is getting larger and
And
larger every.
Oh yeah, y'all lose against Cowboys. Yeah, they definitely go.
They gonna ask for him to be there at halftime if they lose.
Dog.
Pull his ass. I'm being there with him. Hell yeah, get his ass out the
He gonna
damn
start
game,
it,
bro.
and shit. He gonna start.
Where's Love at? LVE.
Boo this man.
We don't love Rodgers.
Where's the love? God damn it. Where's the love?
And then he gonna have a Ben Zappy. He gonna come in. He go. It's just what's that? What he ain't. Yeah, whatever his name is. I don't mean that way, but I mean it that way. Anyways, he gonna be like that. He gonna come in. He gonna lead us down to the touchdown. Everybody go like ah. I just hope he don't do the second half.
I don't know. I just hope you guys lose.
All I know, I text my Uncle Michael, who is listen to the pod. What's up, Uncle Mike? He's the Cowboys fan, and I text him and I said when the season was starting, and I was like, "Hey, I want to invite you over to watch Packers Cowboys at my new place. Like that would be so much fun."
Ah,
I text him like on the way here. I was like, "Did not expect for us to get to this week, and me feel like the Packers just don't have a shot. Like I have lost faith. I don't think that they gonna lose at Lambeau to the Cowboys. I can already feel about that happening.
Dak for the show up.
Oh, they gonna air that motherfucker out.
Yeah.
They trying their damnedest to get
Yeah.
Odell there too. Michael Parsons was tweeting him today. Jerry Jones was like, "Yeah, the star on the side of his helmet will look real good on Odell." I'm like, bro, ain't that tampering?
He ain't on team.
He is a free
Yeah.
agent.
I want him to come to Chicago.
He ain't say Chicago. Bro.
Just Fizz.
He
tweet
ain't
him,
say
bro.
Chicago, bro.
Tweet him, bro. Just Fizz. Just tweet him.
That ain't gonna change
Did y'all
shit.
see
Hey, you see what I did last week?
Goody?
Mark said if they're 3-9 at the bye, I think Green Bay might start Love to end the year. That feels
That makes
more
sense.
fair.
Rodgers
Yeah,
gonna
that
have
makes sense.
thumb surgery.
Right. Something they're gonna figure out a way to get that. Mark, I could definitely see that.
So what? We got 4 more games. Because we're 3-5, right?
3-6.
God damn. 3 more games.
And then
3
it's
more
bye.
games.
And the next 3 games are Cowboys, Titans, and is it Eagles?
I don't know.
Eagles, yeah, the Eagles is part of that.
They got a lineup coming because
Yeah.
like somebody tweeted like, "Oh, this is rock bottom Packers fan," and I'm like, "Let me go look at the schedule." I'm like,
Yeah,
"Nope, it
no,
can
no,
get
we
much
gotta-
much worse."
We got Murderers Row coming up.
They don't have a game that I'm confident that they will even be like have a fighting chance until like they play the Lions
Oh
again.
no, I actually posted ESPN app.
Of the last, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lions game is to be decided. So the last 8 games, they're gonna play that damn game. Last 8 games of the season, you got Dallas, Tennessee, Philly, Chicago, Rams, Miami, Minnesota, Detroit.
It ain't sweet.
If they keep playing the way they playing, Dallas is an L, Philly's an L. Shit, they can't stop the run. Tennessee's an L, and Tennessee got good defensive backs. The Rams is an L because they can't stop Aaron Donald because they can't block no damn body. Miami is an L because we running out of corners. And shit, Detroit beat us once, Minnesota beat us once. Can't see why not. We could really lose all of the rest of the damn games.
Shell said ain't gonna be no RELAX this time. Absolutely not.
No, he bet no, not at all.
Did he do? When does he do McAfee? Tuesday.
Today, I listened to
He
him.
did
He did it on there today.
So he's a weekly, like he's a weekly
He's a
guest.
guest. That's his guy.
Yeah, I know that's his guy, but I didn't know he'd be
It
under
was,
that
it was
much.
nothing.
Nothing yet, fine.
He said what was really revealing to me was after they lost to Detroit and he was on the podium and someone asked him a question like, well, how do you you came in this game, so it was must win, like what do you do to pull it together? And he was silent for like 10 seconds. He was just sitting there thinking like, then he's just like, well, I've been counted out in my career many times before, and I'm sure guys in the locker room we're going to have to come together and we're going to be underdogs the rest of the year and we're just going to have to figure out a way to. I was like, you don't even mean this anymore.
Has
But
he been counted out in his career before?
yes,
That's
Come
why
on,
he
man.
dropped
That's his whole
24.
story.
That's why he dropped the 24.
Well, I mean, like that was before his career started. Like basically since he's been a Packers starter.
Yeah, I
quarterback,
was like,
he
I never
kinda
seen
had
him
a
take
run.
His rookie year, he
even
kinda
his
was rough.
first year
I
as
don't
a
Well,
starter.
that was like
remember
the
the
far
L's.
backlash. So that wasn't people like.
But he was counting. They count him out. They like, we
I
don't
guess
want
to him.
you. We want him. Like, no, not you.
And
him.
he had to win us a Super Bowl in order for people to be like,
to
okay,
get off his back. Like,
You
low-key,
good now.
because
I thought the
remember
A-Rod Dick riding started from jump.
no.
it did not. Because half of Packer
They treated it
Nation-
like love. Like
I
it's
thought that-
legitimately like love, bro.
I
Like
don't know.
they
I
drafted
remember.
him with Favre. They were the first round pick, number
and he went to
24.
community college because he didn't get no D1 offers. So he always
He had to work his way to Cal.
Yeah. So remember when
Nah, I'm a Hall of Famer.
I went out and bought an Aaron Rodgers jersey like his first year starting because so many people were like, we should have Brett Favre instead. I was like, he ain't here no more. Move on.
They hated that motherfucker. So
Move
he got him a
on.
chip.
Brett Favre.
And there's still some people to this day that said the Favre instead of
We're gonna
got.
talk about that motherfucker later.
Oh, really?
I just want. Did y'all see Goody pull the Danny Ainge or all the people that he was about to get like at the trade deadline? Like, yeah, we put in. Like they leaked it to.
The media was on that, talking about that before
not-
I even seen him.
I'm not even mad at him doing that because so many Packer fans always think that the front office is just sitting there on their hands,
their
like
thumbs.
doing nothing. And it's like, no, they made calls. It's just it didn't work out. Like I don't know what to tell y'all.
Also,
Like
no trade is fixing this team. Like,
Like,
it
it's
don't matter
not.
what they
the
did.
league
That's
got more
true,
faith in us
too.
than we do.
and it's not like it's Madden where you can force a computer to make the trade with you. Like if the other team says no, the other team says no. So it is what it is.
I mean, shit, what?
Where is Mark Murphy? Because it's unfair to be keep putting Matt LaFleur out here to answer all these person. Why did you make me the trade deadline? I'm the coach. I don't know. That's not my job. Call Mark.
I was like, what? Y'all niggas tripping.
Anyway. To come back around here, who are y'all picking to win this game?
Green
The
Bay.
Cowboys.
My fandom won't let me actually not cheer and pick for Green Bay to win, so I'm gonna just move this confidence all the way down.
This is the
The
Cowboys.
thing is, every week, like I pick the Packers every week and I put the confidence all the way up. So I'm like, one of these weeks I'm gonna hit, and I ain't hit. But I'm gonna keep doing that because
1 week,
1 week.
1 week they win, you win.
and nobody else is picking them, so it's like double points.
I done lost 5 in a row.
5
And if it's a curse, then like,
with a
shit,
healthy Aaron Rodgers.
better draft picks.
It ain't like he broke his collarbone.
Boy. I couldn't. Sandman need to go ahead and just take him away. Bro.
We'll
Go
see.
ahead and
I'm gonna
shuffle
let,
him right off the
hey,
stage.
I'm gonna let him rock this season out, man. I like Mark's point about if they haven't won by the bye week, just start love and see what you got. I do like that, but
They want to mention before we move off Green Bay. Devondre Campbell had a quote, a tweet. It said, "This is 2 weeks in a row that we've had players get injured on artificial turf fields. I think it's time for y'all to take the money that y'all make off us and invest in grass fields. For every team around the league, the turf is literally like concrete. It has no give when you plant."
Mm.
And to underscore that, like Camille said, they lost Gary for the year. Dobbs has a high ankle sprain, so that's a couple weeks. Watson got a concussion, which isn't the fault of the field, but
Yeah, they actually say it wasn't a concussion. He actually got hit in his chest.
Oh, okay.
But they kept him out because he had just had a concussion. So they were like, let's be safe.
You know what's the wild part about turf fields is when they first started coming into play. You know, a lot of people played on grass. So then when you first hit the turf, you be like, oh, this shit beautiful. This shit nice. But on the turf, the first thing anybody that usually played on turf say is you move fast. That turf, you be moving. You moving way too fast on that damn turf because it's artificial shit. So like,
and it literally is like a carpet laid over concrete. Like it.
Yeah, there's nothing underneath it to give bounce, to kind of give any kind of leeway to your body. Like, no, bro, you bouncing off that motherfucker. You slide. You could get scratched the fuck up on turf. Like that shouldn't happen in grass.
Like to his point though, like we're to a point technology wise where you can have real grass indoors, or like they have like look at Arizona Stadium, they can roll the whole damn grass out to be in the sun and then bring it in for a game. Like there are ways, and the NFL is such a big business at this point. Like they have ways to innovate, like field production or whatever you want to call it, to where like reinvest in the game so like these players aren't just like, you know, killing their bodies even more for no reason to, you know, like on these playing surfaces that don't really do what they're supposed to do. I don't know.
And turf looks better, but it's just
nah. All right, let's move on. Cardinals, Rams. That's another one where it's
I said Rams, but I think I might go with Arizona.
I'm gonna go with the Rams here. They're at home. If I don't know if it's a toss up, I'm just go who's at home. I'm going with the Rams. Although the Rams don't really have home field.
But the Cardinals don't have fans, so
that's also a good point. I'm staying with the Rams. Others?
I'm going
black
Cardinals.
quarterback.
Yeah, I'm going
with the
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Okay. Chargers and 49ers.
Who's that?
Niners.
Niners are at
Niners at home.
49ers.
I'm gonna go.
I think I'm going.
That's not that bad of a
San
drive,
Francisco,
though.
Huh?
Oh, that's not a bad of a drive or a flight. Like for Los Angeles.
The Chargers ain't got fans either.
Only when they playing the Rams.
They ain't playing the Rams.
Commanders and Eagles Monday night.
Come on now. Come on now.
All on the board.
Come on now.
Yeah, you're right. All right. Lock those in. Eric, what are we talking about next?
Let's go with. I don't want to talk about that.
I don't know like any of these things.
Congratulations to the Houston Astros. I should let this can't. Congratulations to the Houston Astros for defeating the Phillies. Phillies in the World Series. They defeated them 4-2. Houston actually threw a combined no-hitter in Game 4, which was the second no-hitter in World Series history.
That was a wild shit.
So congratulations, Dusty Baker, the third black manager to win a World Series.
For sure.
Okay.
I'm glad ain't nothing. As long as nothing come out again about Houston, we all good.
Yeah.
No more
Also,
trash
shout out
cans being banged
to
on.
shout out to Astros fans for booing Ted Cruz and throwing beer cans at him.
Dang.
Yeah, I seen that.
They ain't forgot about that motherfucker leaving them in the cold. He wasn't shit.
When he was going to Mexico.
Yeah,
when they had the cold snap and all their power was out, and his ass flew to Mexico.
He went on vacation. Like,
my daughter wanted to go on a family trip. If you don't get your ass back to Texas.
Was I thinking y'all said Terry Crews as in like white chicks like with the
Oh,
that's why
Terry
I was sitting here like, what are you doing?
Those shit AM too. Fuck it.
I was so confused, like
At
trying to
this
put
point.
I was like,
That's
how
funny.
does that
Terry
connect?
Crews.
We talking about good old
But when
Ted.
you said he went on vacation, when I was like, oh, okay, y'all talking about Ted.
Good old Ted.
I got
Grayson Allen.
doppelganger. Yeah, they look just like.
No, it was a great game though. I'm excited
Game
about.
6, or-
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm happy for Dusty, man. Like he's the only manager that has been fired 3 times has been fired from 3 different teams after those teams have won 90 or more games. How fucking
always
ridiculous
had the
is
winning
that,
record
bro?
when he got fired.
Every time he's been fired, they had a winning record, and every job that he gets is always a cleanup job. He got to come in and clean it up. Well, as soon as everything happened in Houston, who they go get? Dusty Baker. Now they back in the World
Which
Series.
is why, honestly, the entire baseball world was really rooting for Dusty Baker to get a chip. Like, seriously, like there was a
That's
lot
what I
of
heard,
people
yeah.
that wanted Dusty
Mhm.
just
He
because
deserved
it was him to get the chip.
Yeah.
They didn't give a shit about Houston.
Yeah.
It just so happened to be Houston.
Uh-huh.
But
Sure.
Yeah, he definitely deserved it.
yeah, so congrats to Dusty, man.
Shut up, man.
Let's see here. Oh God.
That's what I was looking at too.
I'm gonna just go through NBA injuries, I guess, because Suns forward Cam Johnson had surgery today and removed part of his meniscus, so he should return in 1 to 2 months. Toronto is going to be reevaluating Pascal Siakam in 2 weeks after he was diagnosed with the right abductor strain.
Sucks because
He was
balling.
hooping, yeah. Pacers guard Chris Duarte, he suffered a grade 2 ankle sprain and he is expected to miss 4 to 6 weeks. Tough. Philadelphia 76ers star James Harden has suffered a right foot tendon strain and he is also expected to miss about a month of play.
I'm doing fantasy basketball this year. Again, actually, I played last year.
I'm doing it too.
Like in the league,
It's a free league, so but
It's a lot, though, man.
that's too. I'll let this too much.
It is a lot.
it's but
When them
again,
injuries start hitting, it's
bro,
a
James
lot.
Harden is one of I think he was my first pick. I was like, great. I had one game with him, maybe two, because we started a week into the season. I was like, great. But
Are you playing people who you know, or is it just?
I only know one person.
Oh.
The person I invite. But other than that, I don't know nobody else. But it's good again to go back to tying everything in. Even though there's injuries, it's good to kind of play fantasy because it allows you to really dig into the rest of the league, like players who may have comparable skill sets and stuff like that. Because you don't want just a
Or
player
watch
who's
teams that you normally wouldn't pay
right, or
attention
just
to.
kind of pay attention to players as the bench players, the role players, the
Mhm.
sixth man of the year. Like you hear about the sixth man of the year, but you don't know every team's sixth man.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So you
Yeah.
start paying attention to things
That's what
like
happens
that.
when you gamble. Speaking of, I opened my Prize Picks app up just now,
Mhm.
and I have an October recap that appeared. I've never seen this before, ever.
They just loaded it.
Like what? I don't need you to tell me.
I tell you how much you
Go
lost.
run it back.
I tell you how much you lost and how much you won.
It tells you your monthly winnings, your biggest win, your favorite sport, your favorite player, and how many picks you've gotten correct over the last month.
Oh, okay. I'd like to know that. So then, that's useful information.
My favorite player to bet on is Tyrese Halliburton because
He be hooping.
he cashes every
He
time.
be hooping.
As Duke nods in the background. Halliburton cashes.
That's gonna catch up.
Even,
Maybe not,
I don't know.
because the way he's playing is like it
I mean, I'm
seems
saying that
sustainable.
they'll up like what his over unders are.
Well, yeah, that's what they do because it's based off his averages.
Right.
But
I got 56 picks correct last month though.
See you out here picking up things.
If only I wasn't so scared to bet like most of my bets be like $5. Like
Mm-hmm.
for me, risky is like 25. I'm like, ooh,
I mean, that is risky.
rich.
That's risky.
Risque.
That's risky.
If I bet 25, that's some big money. That's
Hey, big money.
That's
Big
big money.
money.
okay.
How do you think the Harden injury will affect Philly?
I think Embiid is gonna cook,
Yeah, he's been cooking.
but I think that's just gonna be it.
I think he put like 33 the other day.
He just
33 or
got back
14.
from injury. He was out for like a
I think
week.
he was sick, non-COVID illness. I think he just going to.
Like y'all look at the numbers. Like I'll go and watch like the YouTube the next
No,
day.
I do
like,
too.
No,
That's
I
what I'm
just
saying.
like
Like,
I
that's why
got
I
the
said I
Yahoo
think-
Sports app.
That's why I just think that is gonna end up being Embiid's show again. Maxi's been coming along, so I think
Let
Maxi's
him
gonna be
keep
able to.
Keep giving him the ball.
He's gonna have the time to have the ball in his hand without James Harden out there. So
I just wonder if it's actually detrimental because like their issue is continuity. Like
It's
they're
going to
not
be a
playing
problem.
right because like they need to figure out how to play with everybody together to maximize what they're doing. So like having Harden out for a month kind of like sets back that timeline. On top of the fact that they didn't have Embiid for like the last week,
Mhm.
it's like you kind of got to start getting those reps because
Mhm.
like y'all don't know how to play together. It seems like.
I agree. So like while he's out, I'm like, I don't think it's
Yeah.
gonna affect too much. When he comes back, that's going to be the the part to watch to see how they reintegrate with one another.
Well, we are 8th through the season already. 8th of the way through the season already.
I don't know. Most teams are coming up on their 10th game. So
Mhm.
And it's
yeah.
82, so about.
That's quick.
Ken,
Mhm.
what we talking about next?
Let's talk about WWE.
Hey.
Crown Jewel was this was Saturday, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Saturday.
Did you guys enjoy the pay-per-view? Did you watch?
It was cool.
It was alright.
It was cool.
Was it this one where I felt like the matches kept ending weird?
No, that was the last one. Wasn't it? I believe. I thought they were.
Let me double check this
The
out.
Lashley match ended with the weird thing with Brock when he had the arms behind the back, and then Brock ended up just falling
Fell
on him.
No, it was a lot of weird ones in it because that's how it started. And I was like,
Mhm.
oh, okay. And then yeah, okay.
Usos won. That was a good match against the Brawling Brutes. That was a pretty good fucking match.
Mhm.
Roman won against Logan Paul.
Who tore his ACL? during the match?
MCL,
Who did?
ACL.
Logan Paul.
That was-
Oh, for real?
It's like I went back and watched that match because I didn't watch a lot.
I did
like,
not
when
see
he
when
do
he
it?
did.
Maybe when he did the flip outside the ring onto the Usos.
I mean, that was at the end, so that would make sense.
He said midway through he tore it.
Yeah.
I don't
He
know
had
what-
several spots. Maybe when he jumped on Roman on the table.
with the phone.
Oh,
in
with
his
the
Yeah.
hand.
phone.
I was like, I'm still waiting on that footage. I'm like, 'cause
They
when
already
he was
showed
there,
it,
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
I was
That
like,
shit
that's what I was
was
looking for. I told Sam, I was like, you know, he gonna post that shit on his
Yeah.
page. I was like,
I thought
doing the bump from the top rope, and you got the phone the whole way down.
It was
Oh,
dope.
hell
He
yeah.
still was making the noises. Ah!
I gotta find that now. Like,
Yeah, it
that
was
was
dope.
Yeah, that was dope.
He be putting on the show.
Put on a show.
He do.
Like
He put
the
put
first
masses
half
in
of
the
it was
seats.
definitely Big Z's, but then
Mhm.
when it kicked in, like it just kept going up from there.
Mhm.
And Roman did a damn good job too.
Roman, go.
I mean, you know, I was cracking up because I seen somebody else, the only person that could beat Roman now, and his old music hit,
Mhm.
and he came out. And then on the Titan trying to say "Believe That," I was like, he did used to say that shit. Everybody
Roman
used to
Reigns.
just let him
Oh, for
have
real?
"Believe That."
That used to be his
Uh,
catchphrase.
It's okay. Well, with Roman, like, is there a thing being too good? Like, is he too good?
No,
Do you think like?
because you
no?
could have said that about AJ Styles in his prime, or you could
No,
say
Wait,
that
wait,
about.
like, I don't think no
wait.
one really hit Roman
What you-
Reigns status. Like,
what
he's
you
like
mean
damn
by
near
too good?
untouchable.
Like, what you mean by
You-
too good? Like, he wins every match too good?
Yeah,
Or, like,
it's
he
like-
can't-
Brock
You can't
Lesnar.
book with him?
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
Brock
like,
Lesnar for a while.
It's hard booking.
I mean, it's season, but
At John Cena for a while.
Like,
yeah,
it's
like
damn near
that.
like okay, this is how my brain works. Roman damn near at the stage now where something like crazy dramatic got to happen, like Kenny Omega leave AEW and come to WWE and beat Roman Reigns.
You
for
just
the
need
title.
somebody to screw him.
They need the storyline.
Oh, but it had to be one of the Usos though.
Or Sami Zayn.
I think your point is that like they don't have anybody right now that's believable that they can
Yeah,
beat.
I believe that. Oh, like he can actually.
Like I
beat
didn't think
Roman.
Logan Paul was gonna win.
Yeah,
didn't know
But
he
I
was
feel like
gonna
if he went against the only ones that are believable would be Brock, Seth,
Mhm.
and maybe Drew McIntyre. At this moment, everybody
He
else
got Drew fighting on
carrying cross. He just beat him. He just beat him.
But still, like,
But
that-
Drew
that shit
McIntyre, when he
work.
goes against Roman, you like, okay, maybe Drew might actually have a shot
Drew
because
McIntyre had the flu, by the way, in wrestling.
yeah, I heard he was sick. He
Can
was
you
a dog.
imagine if he was carrying cross and you had to wrestle somebody who had the flu
in a cage match,
in a cage?
Hey,
ain't got no choice.
yeah, anti-vaxxer, so I don't think he care.
Yeah, give it to me.
You're a wild boy. But
Uh,
yeah, other than that, anybody else would have to have something happen storyline wise in order for him to lose. I don't think that.
take the Rock.
I think the person that they were building, but then obviously he got hurt was Cody.
Yeah, and he can come back at Royal Rumble.
I think
I
he
miss.
is.
Like unless they can get the Rock, like it seems like that's where people think that they're going. Although now with the way that the bloodline, like their story is kind of unfolding, like maybe there is somebody that can come out of that. That
Jay,
I think it's more likely it'd be Sammy, but yeah, like either one of them like can be like, you know,
Yeah.
I get from up under you, and like now I'm
because
gonna
Jay
take
never
you
wanted
out.
to be there in the first place. He had to whoop Jay ass to get him
I remember that.
into the family, and since then Jay still don't be fucking with him. So that's why I was like, okay, I got Sammy. I was like, but maybe it's
But then
Jay.
what else you do with Sammy after that? Though? Like he just becomes
He's
a
he
super
could be the
villain.
main. No,
He
he
could be
could
the
be
He'd
the
be
main
an
Brian.
ultimate heel.
because now he'll have guys like Seth Rollins to go against again, Kevin Owens to go against again, Drew McIntyre to go against again, things like that. Like
Wait,
it'd be a
Rollins is
different.
the face again.
Yeah, as of last night.
Like yeah, I was just saying like
As of last night, and Bobby Lashley is a heel as of last night.
Yeah,
I saw what's the name cashed in.
Yeah, that's why Bobby Lashley's a heel.
that shit was stupid.
He cashed in. Well, Bobby Lashley beat the shit out of Seth.
That
Wait, no,
seems
no,
like
no,
the
wait,
last.
just-
Sorry, go ahead.
Because no man was talking to me about this. He's like, it's just very nonsensical. It was an open challenge
Correct.
Yeah, exactly.
for the belt.
Correct.
Mhm.
He did not come out for the open challenge.
No,
Well, yes and no.
He didn't.
He did not.
He beat
Because
up
he come
Mustafa
out.
Ali to take his spot to come out for the open challenge.
Just come out for the open challenge.
Then as he got out there, realized, you know what? Fuck you. Whooped the shit out of Seth. Walks to the back as Theory was coming out past him. Cashed in and came back.
Like she was saying, like Theory shit just came out for the open
instead of using his cash.
Because he
want the easy way out.
Why would you cash in for that? You know what I'm saying?
For that belt, sure, but because he ain't beating.
Also, it's stupid because he lost the belt.
That's what I said. Too good.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like
they don't believe in him.
Well, I mean, Vince's boy, so like, yeah, I get that. But
like one, it seems like Vince. I mean, Triple H is just undoing pretty much everything that Vince did within the last year and a half.
Yeah,
probably even longer than that. But then also, it's like they're in an issue. Their issue is that Roman has both belts, and Roman ain't losing anytime soon. So they kind of have to like try to push the U.S. title as like the top title on Raw when it's not. Like it don't have the prestige. Like you can put it on Lashley, you can put it on Rollins and make them dominant champions, but it's still not going to change the fact that it's the U.S. title.
Yeah, not a main event. Every Monday is
the U.S. title. Or the women's tag team champion.
Like you can't just like rehabilitate it in 3 months or whatever it's been when you treated it like shit for the last 20 years.
Yeah. Putting it on Seth is a good start though.
Yeah.
It is.
Start is the key word.
Right, but you know, like it's not in storyline. Like there's no reason to use your cash in on the U.S. title.
That's what I'm saying. Like it just didn't make sense. Like it just let him cash in for real on the actual top.
Yeah, Roman squash the shit out of him.
If he's not in your future plans, he's not
Superman
in your future
punch, spear.
Right, get him out of there. All right, y'all.
Oh, it's on me again, huh?
It is.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. All right. So 2 concussion drug companies backed by Brett Favre and enmeshed in a massive welfare fraud case overstated that their NFL connections and exaggerated the known effectiveness of their drug during efforts to raise money, according to interviews and documents reviewed by ESPN. Okay, that was a lot of words, so I'll just say 2 companies that Favre was fucking with lied and said they was affiliated with the NFL and who they knew in the NFL and exaggerated a bunch of shit just to get money out of motherfuckers for the welfare shit to keep on scamming.
Wait, so this is something different?
Yes,
this is now adding up.
It's adding on.
So he's scamming.
Yeah.
He Brooklyn scamming.
Boy.
He's stealing.
And on top of that, like it's
seducing
like
scheme.
The drug that they were pushing was like a nasal spray that's supposed to either fix concussions or prevent concussions, which is clearly not.
Which is bullshit.
Come on, man.
Flat out lies.
But he got the state of Mississippi to divert funds from welfare to enrich these companies that he's
an investor. Their hero.
Either I saw someone tweet there's like either this man is stupid, a super villain.
I was gonna say like this nigga damn near Joker level.
The start of the storyline, the villain arc.
He's either real stupid or he is super villain.
Yeah, like he's Joker level right now, bro.
Both could be true.
Why not both?
Both could be true.
That's wild. Now I didn't even hear about this. Like I'm just hearing this stuff.
But I mean, it just broke today.
Oh, okay. That's
which is like why people are always like, "Well, you don't talk about Favre." It's like, well, okay, well, when new shit comes out, we'll talk about Favre.
Like, it's an open investigation that they still doing. They have not shied away from saying shit about it. It's just ain't shit.
Criminal investigation. Like, there's only so much that we can do at this point. It's not like he's on TV every week where we gotta take him off.
But where there's smoke, there's fire. Usually they say if one string of bad news come out, there's a couple maybe.
What's his middle name?
Lorenzo.
Brett Lorenzo Favre.
Zoe.
Scheming.
Lorenzo out here.
Scheming.
Yeah, Mississippi is one of the poorest.
It is the poorest
state. Number one on that list.
He a wild boy, dog. Like, that's nuts, bro. Wow.
I had no issue with it.
He sleep good at night, don't he?
I bet he do.
Big Z's.
He said, I ain't do it.
My man turned into the Joker.
Got all the evidence pointing to it. I ain't do it. I don't know what
I know nothing about
They got your text messages. I don't
from your phone.
And that text. I didn't know. Idiot.
Where Batman at, bro?
They made those.
Ben Affleck, bro. Where you at? Put suit on. Get this nigga, bro. He Joker level.
You need to get got. I can't believe Brett Favre out here. This man made all these millions and he is scamming from welfare.
I was about that earlier. I was like, bro, my man was with Wrangler. He was with, I think, Jeep at one point.
He had, then he had one with like the hair, he turned the hair.
Just for men.
Just for men. Fucking Levi. Fucking
Wrangler.
Just all of that shit. And you still you couldn't have came up with nothing from none of them.
I told you what I said.
Rich people get rich because they greedy as fuck. Like, you can never get too rich.
I said it on the podcast a couple weeks ago. I look at that picture with Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre and Bart Starr often, and I'm like, y'all shouldn't even touch Bart Starr's shoulder.
Bart Starr was a saint.
That man was pure spirit.
Rawhide boys, aren't
Yeah, that man was a
Copper
saint.
fit. That's another one Brett Favre is with.
I know you, them jeans shit. He making hella money off them jeans.
Bro,
Ain't Copper fit the
Yeah,
the stuff for athletes, for like elbow pain,
Yeah, them
pain,
tight-
shit like that.
yeah.
Like them
them
Bengay,
sleeves,
not Bengay,
like
icy
the-
hot ass.
sleeve thing.
Yeah.
This was-
Compression sleeves.
There you go. We said plenty
technology.
random.
All kinds of words.
You know why? Because
Hey,
it's bullshit.
hey, we all
Because it's bullshit.
disagree. We all agree with each other. Yeah,
We
yeah.
all
we all know
bullshit.
what we're talking about. We just can't find
Favre
the
knows
words.
the shit. The technology in the damn car supposed to fix your elbow. Shut the bro.
Oh, man, for Lorenzo, you got to relax, my good son.
He ain't
Scheming.
gonna relax. He too busy scheming.
Stay scheming.
Need a Grinch out here, bro.
We'll just get it out the way. The Nets have suspended Kyrie Irving.
I'm so sick of talking about this shit.
Irving issued an apology via his IG account. The Nets have delivered Kyrie 6 items that he must complete to return to the team. He must, 1, apologize and condemn the movie. 2, donate $500,000 or at least find a company that will take his donation.
Because the ADL said no, thank you.
He said it'd be ace.
Sensitivity training, anti-Semitism training, meet with the ADL and Jewish leaders, and meet with Joe Tsai to
You know how
demonstrate.
mad you got to be to send
Send
back
it.
$500,000?
Dog, ASAP too. What? We don't need that shit.
Your money's no good.
I said good day.
You
I
didn't
said
mean
good.
any of that.
I said good day, sir.
So I was talking to a coworker earlier. He rolling in. I stand with Kyrie. I'm like, all right, listen.
No, so many people.
I haven't
do.
talked to.
wake up with some
Wait,
stupid.
I haven't talked to nobody about it. I just was like, okay, listen, bro. I like here's a couple thoughts that I had. I was like, of all the things that Kyrie has said and done, he stood on everything. Flat Earth shit,
Mhm.
the mental health. I'm doing it, even though he had his sister's birthday party. The COVID shit, the leadership shit, everything this man has said. We've respected the fact that he stood on everything, except for this. He came out and apologized and made a whole apology about not being able to know what was on him after he lied to us. I'm not promoting him on social media shit like that, standing on shit like that.
Mhm.
But this he retracted expeditiously.
Well, he apologized.
Whoa, wait.
Well,
Apology, he didn't write.
Expeditiously to the point where everything started rolling down.
No,
when
he
things
did it
start rolling
after
down?
the fact. Everything
Wait,
happened.
no. I'm gonna push back on that because, like, first of all, he tweeted it sometime last week.
Mhm.
They asked him about it on that Saturday. He
Mhm.
stood with it.
Right, he stood on it then.
He like everything rolled downhill. I think it was like
Friday.
Wednesday-ish that they announced that he was donating the money to the ADL
Mhm.
Mhm.
and that, you know, like that was it. He went to practice that same day. Basically, it was like, I don't change anything that I said. I'm still standing by what I said.
Mhm.
Basically, they made me give the $500,000. I put my name on a statement, and that was it. Like he walked back pretty much everything they put in that
Mhm.
beforehand. He only apologized after they had suspended him.
Right.
Yeah, after the fact. Mhm.
Right, like that wasn't.
That's what I said. Once the shit started rolling downhill, once he got suspended,
He didn't write
Like,
that.
he may have.
How can you go from what you've been saying
That's what
to
my
that
like-
apology?
that was my
that quick?
issue.
Like, no.
Literally, I was like, everything
don't work
else,
like
the
that, bro.
motherfucker just like, I'm here with it. I'm
Don't
here
work
with
like
it. But
that.
this one, you actually wrote an apology. He stood on everything else. He didn't give a shit about what nobody asked him to do, what he's wanted to
Too
do.
quick.
A lot of shit that he wanted to do, he just stood on. But this one, he actually retracted. That's why I was like, okay, now you lost.
Mhm.
Wait, now
That's
wait,
why,
no.
no. No, don't do that.
You said
No,
it.
wait, let me finish. Then. Let me finish. You lost me with any argument that you've had on actually trying to stand on it, trying to say, okay, well, I don't give a shit what he's talking about. He's just standing on the words that he's standing. I respect the fact that he's standing on whatever he is. Even though I don't
Mhm.
agree, everybody said he's standing on this shit. Cool. I don't agree with what you're doing. I don't
Mhm.
necessarily endorse shit you say.
Mhm.
But if you gonna stand on it that vehemently,
Mhm.
okay, you may have an argument there. The minute you retracted after all of the bullshit that you never retracted,
Mhm.
the minute you retracted that, for me, I'm like, there's nothing else that anybody can say about anything with him. I don't agree with shit he said, just so y'all know.
Oh, I
Yeah. Oh, no, we know
Kyrie
that.
lost me a long time
We know
ago.
that.
So that's why I said, don't do that. Y'all know me. Y'all know
Yeah,
how I
we
stand
know
on
that.
I was
things.
know that.
shocked.
No,
was like,
he lost me a long time. But any
Mhm.
person trying to make an argument
Mhm.
about this situation, They lost me there when he ran it back, because if he stood on it like everything else, then I'm like, okay, you can make an argument there. He feels that way. He gonna roll with it because that's what he always do. He gonna do what he want to do because he feels that way. But he ran this one back. I felt like faster than anything else. It may not have been expeditiously. It may have been a week, but that's still, to me, based off the shit that he's done, quick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and it only came out after he got suspended. After Nike suspended his contract.
So is he that guy that, like somebody that is extremely woke, but they don't truly have a clue on what the hell they're talking about, and they just say whatever they want to say? Or they say, like, when he says stuff, it's like he went on like TikTok and saw a whole bunch of shit and went deep dive, and it's like,
he made that before.
Like then all of a sudden he put all this stuff together and like, this is what.
Wait, wasn't that part of his apology? Didn't he say he fell into a rabbit hole and things started adding up? He's like, things started kind of going together and kind of look. Where's that damn?
I don't know.
Let me pull that up. Hold on.
But then I don't know. Like the documentary, did he even watch the documentary?
After he watched the documentary, and the apology is why he said he brought it back. He said he didn't watch it at first. Then after he
that's what I thought he said.
He removed it and he didn't endorse it no more.
Okay. So he put it on social media without even watching it at first.
Which is that's what he was saying. He's like, I didn't even watch the whole thing. Okay. When I went back, I seen
that's
it.
What I thought.
I don't agree with it now.
Yeah.
So like, here's my issue with everything.
How you just tweet?
I got a bunch of issues, and I don't want to get into it right now. But it's like he had a very clear opportunity to say, "I'm not anti-Semitic. I don't hold any anti-Semitic views," and he refused to answer it straightly. And it's like, you can't say that the media is trying to get him out the paint, or that Nike is trying to get him out of the paint, or NBA is trying to get him out the paint. Everybody has bent over backwards to give him every out possible before we got to this point. So like, you can't say that he's been railroaded or that he's been unfairly persecuted, because again, like, Myers Leonard was suspended the same day that he said the anti-Semitic slur, and he's been apologetic about it since that moment. Kyrie has tweeted it out. People gave him leeway. They gave him an opportunity to explain himself. He didn't.
What's the owner?
He doubled up. Josiah.
He gave him like a week to have conversations because Adam Silver was calling, like, do something. He said, I'm trying to think. We having
no. You ain't doing enough. Not fast enough.
Like, what pisses me off is that I see people online saying, like, we just saw 2 black men get lynched this week. Don't say that.
Don't do that.
Don't use that. That is not what's happening here. I'm not even gonna get into it further than that. Like, just don't do it. Like, I didn't want to talk about this because I don't want to go down this whole route.
I hear you.
This whole route.
Yeah, this whole conversation makes my head hurt. There are a lot of people. No, I'm not even gonna go down.
It's just disappointing seeing like the people trying to come and support what's going on here. Because if you apply this situation to any other thing that disparages black people, they can see the light. It's just hypocrite. I can't stand hypocrites. That's the thing that comes like paramount to me. It's like, if you're gonna be something, like, be consistent. But if you flip flop on things just like to suit your needs or your wants or whatever, I cannot abide that.
Because you can't say nothing happened when the owner had to sell his whole team because he's talking about black. I'm just saying. I brought that up. I brought up the fact that Starbucks had to have remedial training because they was racist. So it's not like other corporations don't do this shit. So when they ask you to go to do remedial trainings or to learn things, is because they want to see that you've shown and improved. They want to make sure, hey, we sent you here. We did this. I'm not defending none of the shit he did, but what they've asked him, it may seem like a lot for some folk. But y'all not out here with billions of dollars on the line. For a lot of shit, because the Nets had to come out right away because they was finna start losing money.
And it's not as if this is the first thing they've had with him. Like, their relationship at this point, and I say they, I mean Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets, it's just been all over the place here. He's missed more games than he's played in a Brooklyn uniform at this point.
PTO GOAT.
Like, the whole situation makes my head hurt. It reminds me a lot like how politic conversations go, where it's like, if they support a certain candidate, everything is right over here. That's just the way it goes. But if the same thing happened on the other side, it's not.
They're demonized.
Yeah, it's not the same. And it's what you said. It's like, keep it the same. Be accurate. And I understand being black and wanting to support other black people and
That's
I'm
not
with
lost
you.
on us.
I'm with you. Eric picks the black quarterback every week on that principle for that reason. But again, just because you black don't mean you can't be wrong. And we gonna say if you're wrong, you are
Wrong, man.
wrong. Wrong is wrong. Period. Like we might try to talk like, hey, bro, like get it together. But if you ain't getting it together, it ain't too much more we can do about it.
I've said this numerous times on this podcast. Supporting black people means holding black people accountable.
Thank you. Thank you. Say it again.
Supporting black people means holding black people accountable.
You got to. If you're not holding people,
And like we have this energy for like that it's election day. We can be a little bit political. Like we have the same energy for like white people, Republicans that voted for Trump. It's like maybe you don't hold the same views as Trump, but you're cool with it. You endorse it. You support it. Like there's a quote in that documentary, a fake quote from Adolf Hitler, which is misspelled. That apparently Adolf Hitler did everything he did because like black people are the jewels of America.
I remember
And like
that. I remember seeing
something
that.
about it's like
They are the
you're on the
greatest
same side
treasure
as
of America.
of Adolf Hitler, and you don't think that there's anything wrong with what that source is trying to
Portray,
I
convey.
really saw people on my timeline talking about the Holocaust didn't exist. I'm like, y'all are some real idiots at this point.
Stop.
Like, I can't believe y'all have like
the Holocaust was less than 80 years ago. There are people that are still alive that are Holocaust survivors. You can't say it didn't happen. And again, like that's the talking point of white supremacists. Like if you're on the same side as white supremacists, you're on the wrong side. Like it's not that fucking difficult.
It's not. It's really not.
I never get this fucking angry.
Yeah.
Can we?
It's
can we
working.
move on?
I didn't want to talk about it in the first place for it. It makes my head hurt. It just.
Hey,
Myers Leonard will never get back in the league, and I won't be surprised if Kyrie Irving isn't back in the league after this contract is over.
There was an article on The Athletic where they were talking to anonymous front office people, because of course you can't say who you are if you want to give these types of answers. And they were asking about Kyrie. And one GM was like, well, it won't be my team, but
somebody might want to say it.
Most people, they're like, I can see one or two teams being like, we got a strong leadership, and we can. They're like, it's going to be at least one or two teams to do it. Like Latrell Sprewell got a job after he choked his coach out.
Send his ass to Houston, let them fight. They'll jump his ass down there. The young cats in the locker room, they ain't doing that shit.
Man, he gonna
brainwash them.
I was just gonna say all of them for to be out here like that.
No, you right. You right.
Exactly.
No,
Which is also why it's disappointing that the NBA players themselves are just kind of like being silent on it. Like LeBron kind of came out with like a soft condemnation.
I wish he wouldn't have said
But it's
anything
like,
at all.
That's what somebody else said earlier too.
I do. He had said that. I wish he would just kept quiet.
No, I actually I like that he at least said something. He at least like put his something out there, which
the only reason he said something because he's sick of talking about 99% basketball because we've been losing. Literally the only reason why he said something. If I can talk about anything else of us losing,
I think he was asked the question, so he answered.
Yeah.
Which again, like, it's more than 99% of the league is willing to do at this point.
Yeah.
Which actually is probably not the worst thing, because like I don't think you want to ask most of these players because they probably gonna give you an answer that you ain't gonna like, and that's really gonna turn into this show.
Keep Anthony Edwards away from Mike.
All right, we about an hour 40 into this.
But no, to wrap this up, man, titties. All right, it's too heavy. It's too heavy right now.
Hey man, a head of your titty, you know.
Titties.
Boings.
Let's just do our one thing about the NBA and get the
let's
fuck
get
out
up out of here.
Yeah, man.
End it on a high note. What you like from the NBA this week?
I'm still fucking with Utah. They're number 3. They're number 3 in the league. They're the 3rd seed. As of right now, today, they're the number 3 spot in the league. It's the Bucks.
3rd best record.
Yeah, 3rd best record.
4, because Bucks, Cavs, and Suns, right? Suns
No.
only lost twice. Cavs
Pretty
only
sure it was
lost
Utah.
once. Bucks only lost one. Pretty sure. I mean, no matter. They top 4 if anything.
No, Utah is number 1 in the West right now. They're 9-3. Utah is 7-3. So because
They're number
play more
3.
games, they're above Phoenix.
Just above them. Them motherfuckers is balling, bro. Lloyd ain't playing with nobody, dog. Nobody. Everybody can get buckets. THT Bammett. Speaking of the fucking Lakers.
That ain't what you picked.
Well, I said Utah. THT plays for the Jazz. The Jazz just played the Lakers and smacked them by 20. THT smacked them, bodied AD.
Boy, an icon.
I hear this shit. No, this definitely has to do with Utah.
No,
Still,
I miss my man. Bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
like they had.
That man built like Bonzi Wells.
You said Bonzi?
I used to fuck
Bonzi
with Bonzi Wells.
Wells.
I used to
Oh,
fuck with Bonzi
shit.
Wells.
He swear the fat ass
Can we?
headbands.
Can we?
Do we want to do that?
Can we do? Let's. Okay, wait. Real
What?
quick. You said Utah Jazz. That's your one quick thing. You
Mhm.
impressed by them how they play. Real quick, what was your one thing?
I don't know because he was gonna talk about the Lakers, so I don't know.
You didn't have nothing.
No, I don't got
What
nothing.
was your one thing? that you
Shout
did?
out West Westbrook and
Hey,
John
shout
Wall
out.
for seeming to love basketball.
Hey,
I
my
just want to
dudes.
real quick. Y'all, it's gonna make sense in a second. I want to shout the Milwaukee Bucks historical start to the season. Didn't expect that without Chris Middleton, without Pat Connaughton.
Chris
To start the season, I thought they were gonna start a little bit slower. 9-1 now, but hey, listen, I didn't expect them to start off as well as it is. Okay, all that being said, we actually want to end the show a different way. Triple T
Shout out.
hit up Eric, and he had an idea for a game to play.
Oh shit! And me and Tony, we don't
know about it.
At each other like,
We don't know about it.
Exactly, so you already know. For the Mr. Boo.
Playing Triple T.
Yeah, it's Triple T. It's all on him. So shout out Triple T.
Okay. Shout out, brother.
So the game they had Shabazz Napier and another player from the G League that I can't remember at this point. So
He in
sorry
G
to
League
that
now?
man. Yeah. So they were asked to name an NBA player. It can be all time. You can also name an NBA player all time. You have to go through the alphabet and name, like
A player
player that starts with each letter.
Oh.
And they were doing first names, but we're gonna give y'all first names and last names.
So it's your choice to go through the alphabet.
Yep. So you just need a player that starts with an A, player starts with a B, player that starts with a C. Like we'll see who can name the most in 30 seconds.
Now
Ooh.
they did it independent. Like I want to send one of y'all out. The
I was
room.
gonna say that's what I was gonna do. So like one of y'all can go out the room,
Oh.
whoever's going second, so that you don't hear who the other player says.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
Well, he about to know.
30 seconds.
30 seconds, huh?
As many. Close this door behind you and go out there and
hallway.
talk. Go talk to yourself for a second.
Turn off the lights.
Okay.
This should be interesting.
I thought it was too. I can set a timer.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Yep. 30 seconds.
Let's know when you're ready
A
to
through
start.
Z, huh?
Yep. A through Z. Just go. You gotta go in order too. So
Okay.
A, B, C.
Give me a countdown.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A.
All right, Alonzo Mourning.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take Bonzi Wells. I'll do Doug Christie. I'll do Damon Stoudemire. Shit. Emeka Okafor.
That's okay. F.
What's it? Franz Wagner.
Uh-huh.
T.
Rudy Gobert.
H.
Tyler Hero.
That's it.
Damn.
30 seconds.
So you got to.
I was about to start catching. I start feeling it. Oh damn. Okay.
So you can go and send him in.
You could actually probably. You don't have to leave because you already did it.
Can't bring your ass. Come on in, bro.
Should we tell him how far Tim got, or just let him go?
Tim got to H. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So he got 8.
Mhm.
8 in 30 seconds.
I realized, like, as I was counting, I'm like, I don't need to do this because it's the alphabet.
All right.
Tell us when you're ready.
So I can go first. Okay.
Yep.
He had time to think, but he may.
I wasn't.
You wanted him to go
should've been
first.
thinking,
I mean, you wanted to go
goddammit.
first.
I wasn't even thinking. All right.
All right. I'm going to count you down.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A.
Allen Houston,
B,
Bonzi Wells,
C,
Chauncey Billups,
D,
Derrick Rose,
E,
Elton Brand,
F.
DeAndre Fox. Wait, you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
We'll give it. We'll give it.
You
to
know
him.
what I'm talking about.
Hey, his name.
G. Wait. That's my letter?
Yeah.
Horace Grant.
H.
Well,
And they gave him one.
I was gonna say Haslam, bro. God damn it.
And you can say Harvey Grant. Like,
Oh yeah.
To end the show, let's just try to go through it. All 4 of us get through the whole alphabet. Together, I think we should be able to do this.
since we already got 8. So
I put Elton Brand.
Yeah, you
The first E that came to mind for me was Eric Snow.
Okay.
And I don't know
I
why it
would-
was Eric Snow.
That's crazy.
Alright.
I Zubac.
Goddamn.
Wait,
Never said the word.
H.I. So J,
Mhm.
Jason Kidd.
Okay. Kevin Johnson.
Okay.
I need to see the alphabet. Hold on.
L.
Myers Leonard.
L.
Michael Jordan.
N. Nick Anderson.
Yeah.
O.
Ooh,
Oscar Robertson.
Okay.
P.
Paul
Penny
Pierce.
Hardaway.
Oh, yeah, we'll take Penny. We'll take
Q.
Penny.
Fuck him.
Quentin Richardson.
Oh
Say
yeah.
Quentin
That's
Richardson.
R.
Richard
Robert
Jefferson.
Ory.
Okay.
S.
Steve
Sam.
Sam
I'm saying
Cassell.
Sam Cassell. Yeah.
T. Tyler Hero. Well, we said that already.
Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
T. Shit. U. Udonis Haslem.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
D.
Victor Oladipo.
Okay.
T-U-B-W.
Will Barton.
Goddamn,
X.
that's one.
Random.
Xavier Henry.
Forgot about that.
Y.
I sure wouldn't throw that. Wow.
Trey Young.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Z.
Big Z from
Jonas
Cleveland.
Ilgauskas.
Ah.
Gang, gang, gang.
Gang, gang.
I was born in 30 seconds. We good.
Yeah, you know, whatever.
Oh, so tell one by one.
10
He
1
won
by
by
1.
one
Damn.
because he got Tyler Hero out at the last second
Ah.
before that H.
Xavier Henry. He played for Memphis for a second.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was
Harrison Barnes.
Cats like, oh, he might be nice.
Damn. I
It's
missed on
not- it's a
H.
lot of-
It's a
Damn, I
lot
missed
of-
on H. I know.
Didn't hit none of the berries.
He
He
did.
did. He that ain't one. Stall tactic.
Always find a way.
Don't blame me. He should have been thinking. He should have been thinking.
That's the show this week, y'all. We hope that y'all enjoyed. I think that was a nice light way to end the show after.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Shout out Triple T again.
Shout out Triple T for show.
Shout out, brother.
Been
Love.
rocking with us from
Love you, brother.
day
Day one.
one.
Day one.
I feel like he's shout out y'all too.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did.
Oh, let us know because you finna catch these, right? Hold on, let me load up real quick.
No, that's my guy. He let me use his bathroom on the fly.
Hey.
If y'all lived around the corner from me and I had to pee, I'd be like, hey yo, open the door. I gotta use the bathroom.
No, of course you can dig it.
Yeah.
Compete.
I mean, you can ask, but
No, I had to go.
I have to go.
I'm kidding. I
There's
didn't call
some
him.
bushes,
I
man.
called him and I was like, hey yo, you at the crib? Yeah. I was like, can I use your bathroom?
he said don't give them no preparation either. Don't put it on a rundown or nothing because you know they will try to prepare. Well, maybe not Ken because he don't read the rundown.
Damn! Oh what? I don't read. Damn! No, I can't read.
He said he don't read
The
the rundown.
rundown.
dude.
God damn! I heard read. So that means-
Is he wrong though?
Damn! I can't hate that about a bitch.
I think he might read the rundown more than we do. At this
Bullshit.
I do. I read the runs down. B.
Use the runs.
I read
Sounds like a lie.
I said it
Sounds like a lie. You said that like a lie.
I read the runs down.
I reads the runs down, boss. I swear to God, I
I
do.
read the runs down. B.
I'm telling you, I be in the middle of the midnight hour. The midnight hour, boy, in the
I read
mouth.
the runs down.
I swear I do.
Happy out here. It sounded like Herschel Walker. talking to this motherfucker.
Can't be out here. Another shame.
Let's get out of here, y'all. Let's get out
That
of here.
motherfucker there,
Oh,
dog.
That boy. All right. If you want to follow me on social media, you can catch me
Wait a minute.
on Twitter, Instagram. That's all I give out. PSN, 2K Streets, Apple Music.
Speaking of people that can't read.
Oh no, not Big Chest.
We got forbidden on this show a long time ago
Big chance.
after his string of news. But yeah,
Mm.
at
People
Camille
that-
Monet, CAMILLEMONAE.
At your 2021 Milwaukee Bucks burner on Twitter.
That's all you get.
21. Damn it, champion.
21.
That's all you get.
21.
Motherfucker be rapping.
Oh, window. Everyday_gentleman on Instagram. KRS216 on Twitter and Snapchat.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, aka Ass Ketchum, aka Mr. Give It To Me. What 21 say? Circle the block twice like you ain't had nowhere to park.
Mm-hmm. 21.
21. I was like, oh, okay.
I said, that's true. I do be circling the block when I can't find nowhere to
Nah,
park.
yeah, but he don't want him to circle the block twice. Find somewhere to park, my nigga. One time was enough.
Bye, y'all.